But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning, everyone.
Yellow.
We've been laughing for the last 5 minutes. I heard about this video.
That's a funny one.
And we're seeing it for the first time here on the Opie and Anthony Show, starring Jim Norton, the dude behind Homeplate, pantomiming blowjobs.
Blowjobs ever at the...
It's one of the greatest videos ever made. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, where was it? Wrigley Field. These
Cubs-Pirates game.
Hilarious. I guess the seats were pretty empty. Ninth inning. He went down right behind home plate, right at the first seat. You know, that's a great seat.
Sure is.
You always see the people there, they're talking on their cell phones, or sometimes they wave, you know, shit like that. Well, this guy decided to do that old pump your hand in front of your mouth, put your tongue in your cheek, and like a cockhead is poking the inside of your cheek.
Which all of us have done at least once in our lifetime.
And you make the blowjob move like that. But he just got carried away. Like each time he did it, each batter that came up, he got more and more crazy with it. He was doing double fist pumping and like really doing like tug fast, so it looked like a bunch of cum would be all over his face.
Very creative.
Yeah. And then security.
Which makes you wonder.
Yeah, why would he pick that? But...
No, it makes you wonder, you know, how does he know how to do that so well for the cameras? But, this
security
video
finally came down.
Can we play the video game again? I know it's visual, but it's fucking hilarious. How's the visual element going for the show?
Good. Yeah. We'll put it up on Facebook and everyone can look at it.
There you go.
Oh, all right, that's good.
That's
Madison Bumgarner got his.
Well, the announcers don't say anything about
They
it.
stink.
So far the guy hasn't done anything.
Now he's two-fisting it.
Now he's doing it.
He's two-fisting, and he's moving his head back and forth. Like he's pleasuring two penises.
In this game.
Next pitch, what does he do?
Half of them.
Now he's getting a little faster.
Third for the Pirates.
Now he's really getting fast. Oh, fuck.
Who's looking at him? That guy up there. He's fucking laughing.
He's doing it really fast.
Now he's doing the single hand.
Nice and slow.
And he opened his mouth real
guy's
wide.
looking at him.
That guy's just fucking laughing.
He's.
Holy fuck.
Up, and here comes the big security guys.
And they're like, look, you can't be doing this.
And one guy's on the phone looking up, and you can tell that they're directing him.
Yeah, I go, that guy right there, and he points at him.
Right. Yeah, and that was it. Oh, that guy's a fucking classic.
You know he's a hero to his friends.
He's a hero to everyone.
Me too.
You see fucking Wrigley Field blowjob home plate guy?
Yeah.
I know him. He's my fucking buddy.
Nice.
It's my pal.
I think he's a hero to every man.
Oh,
I agree.
of course he is.
Every sports fan. It was a who gives a fuck game at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3-0.
Because the Pirates aren't doing shit.
Pirates have fallen apart. The
How
Cubs
bad are
suck.
the Pirates this year?
The Pirates were really good. They were going to end their 19-season losing streak,
Yeah.
and then they just fell
And
apart.
then
They're
they
like
fell
7
apart.
and 20 something, and since the
They just
All-Star
gave
break.
up again.
Terrible. Yeah.
Pirates, that's a rough organization.
They hold the longest losing streak in sports.
What do you mean? They
Like-
haven't had a winning season in how many years?
I think 19 years.
No.
I think it's going to be 19
No.
years. Yes.
Holy
Is that
terrible.
long?
Well, yeah. I mean, the Orioles were 14 until this year because we're awesome. But but yeah, I think they're 19.
19
Wow.
years in a row with a
And then
losing
I think
season.
I think behind them now is Kansas City with 9.
Holy fuck. I didn't know it was that bad. We haven't paid attention to the Pirates in a long time, right?
Damn.
Since Willie Stargell.
Willie Stargell. That's going back.
Oh, man, is it going back.
Yeah, 19 straight losing seasons.
So can we put that video up on our
It's already-
Facebook page?
it's already up there.
Opie and Anthony on Facebook. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's our visual for today.
That is a good one.
But I don't know. I think it works because now we just turned a lot of people onto something.
There you go.
And then maybe they go and go, hey, look what I discovered because Opie and Anthony today.
Yeah.
Who's Opie and Anthony? Well, they're this radio show that I listen to. Oh, really? Maybe I should give them a listen. That's how that shit works, hopefully.
And then somebody else goes, they fucking suck.
Those guys?
Nice picture.
You mean the Howard Stern wannabes? Shut up, you idiot.
Here is it.
I know.
Penny Marshall's pictures in the paper because she had her big party for her book last night.
Oh,
My
really?
party.
I guess she got a lot of rest in time for the party.
Yeah.
She blew off everybody yesterday.
What dummies that realize to do radio is so much better for your book than a fucking news snippet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
It doesn't matter, but it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, we didn't need to talk to her that
No.
badly. It was just the principle of the whole fucking thing.
We had
How
plenty
dare
of
Penny
good
Marshall
guests.
blow us off.
This is-
Yeah, we did. Damien Echols. We got rave reviews for that appearance.
Yes.
He was amazing.
He was
Did a
great.
And
job.
Fortright.
He did you see some of his tweets last night? Because I'm following him now.
Yeah.
And some of his tweets are like, he was staying at a hotel. I won't say which one. I guess you could look now, but whatever. He tweeted about it. And he's just like, this place is creepy. Bruh. Like, depressing. Like you just get this air about him. Like,
Oh, boy.
But like it's a hotel. You
So-
think after being in prison so long, you just feel like, this place is great.
You think anything comfortable is really creepy for him?
Maybe that's it.
Because don't you just kind of, I don't know, settle in? He probably sleeps like in the closet or something.
He was
on
like
the floor
wondering
without
if
a pillow.
He was wondering if it was haunted.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said
really?
it's a horrendously sad and depressing atmosphere.
What
Yeah.
hotel?
What hotel is it?
The Chelsea Hotel.
Chelsea.
I mean, he tweeted.
Oh,
about
he
it,
chose
so-
that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people go there. Isn't that where Sid and Nancy
Yeah, he
bought
was
it?
just visiting.
No, well, he's
Yeah.
he's into that stuff.
It's like
so
the Chateau Marmont kind of thing.
Right,
It's a
right.
big
Yeah.
spot to stay here.
yeah,
It's where
Yeah,
Dylan Thomas died.
yeah. It's very a very famous hotel, but I don't think they're keeping up with it. No, it's probably just falling apart.
Right? Ghosts and stuff are supposedly
Yeah,
there.
he was just like, is this haunted? It's just a sad place. It's like, man, go to a nice modern hotel and
He chose that, obviously.
yeah.
You know, when
I
he
guess
knew
he
was-
likes that.
When he knew he was coming to New York, he's like, let's stay at the Sid and Nancy Hotel.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Well, he may not have realized it was run down. And
It's
Right.
in a horrible area, right?
no, it's on
I remember walking
23rd
by it a
Street?
couple times. Is there a comedy club down that way or something?
Gotham.
That's why.
It's 23rd and 7th.
Okay.
I think this is on 23rd.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'd stay at the fucking, I don't know, somewhere nice.
I stay in gentleman's accommodation.
Yes.
You wouldn't stay at that hotel just to
Nah, I
kind
might.
of check it out?
I would have Kenny check the bed bug registry first, which he does every time we
Nice.
travel.
The bed bug registry.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
This place is wonderful.
I'm so
It's 'cause
paranoid about getting bed bugs.
That's why you can't go. Fucking savages come here and just dirty up the fucking hotels now. That's what it is too.
Yeah.
You think?
These fucking foreigners.
Dude, I don't put my luggage on the bed ever. I put on on the table in the thing. I'm fucking so paranoid about
Yeah.
one of those little fuckers hitching a ride.
Oh man,
Hitching a ride back to your apartment.
Yeah, laying little bed bug babies.
so itchy.
You got Morella, though, man. She'll fucking search out the bed bugs. She'll execute those fuckers.
Was she like that fucking dog?
Who? Oh, yeah. She can
Yo,
sniff
where's
out some
Roscoe?
shit. Yeah, Morella could sniff out some shit. Me and Jimmy share a cleaning lady, for
Yes.
the people that don't know.
A
Oh,
lot of times she brings over used towels and just reuses them on my place. But
She has awful feet.
she's great though.
But you get to see her hiney crack when she bends over to scrub your turlet.
the feet would just ruin everything. Like even the hiney crack. When you get those.
There's
awful
nothing better
things.
than just a little hiney crack with the jeans.
On a Mexican maid.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
I saw another girl yesterday at Caroline's.
Oh yeah.
I was
Well,
filming a little something for Joe DeRosa, and then we were just hanging out having a little dinner and a couple beers, and there was a girl there, and just a little hiney crack showing.
Well,
The
that's
jeans went down just a little bit,
Yeah,
not too
yeah.
much. That is a nice fucking
There's-
view.
You know what's
man.
better than that? A lot of hiney crack showing.
No, there's something about when it's just a little bit in public. I like that.
I like to take a nice big gander.
Nice. A nice big gander.
How was the shoot?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm tired, though. Fucking stood for 4 hours. I'm too old for that shit. And I had to, like, play this weird... I'm playing, like, this, like, kind of backstage guy. So I had to kind of scrunch my face the whole time. It still hurts. Because I guess I don't scrunch my face as much as I used to. I had to kind of, like, scowl and stuff. So right in here is a fucking headache.
How much How much dialogue was it? Was it a lot?
Yeah, I had a lot, actually. We'll see how much they use. I don't know. It was fun. It was just fun to do.
Yeah. He's fun. He's easy to work with, Joe. He's pleasant.
Yeah, he's got some good concepts, too.
Yeah.
So those things are.
And Louis had a surprise show there, but I couldn't wait it out. Louis C.K. was down at Caroline's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. What?
Sure, why not?
Well,
I think I found.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if he answers. I think I have a phone number.
Oh, really?
Why not?
Yeah, we want to talk to that guy. He's a hero.
It's like saying, do you want to talk to the Secretary of State?
Someone's saying we got to update our info. That the Chelsea is actually really nice now.
Is it?
Let me
Not according to Damien.
Let me go to Angelo. Angelo.
What's up, boys?
Hey, man.
I got two things. Yeah, that whole area, and I think Jimmy was talking about it before. It's actually so much nicer. A new company took over to Chelsea. They just refurbished the whole thing. There's a restaurant in the bottom of it. It's actually pretty rocking right now.
How much you think a night? I've never stayed there, or even I might have been inside briefly once, but it's a pretty legendary place. Do you know how much it is to stay there?
Yeah, $100 and 2 needles. You get 2 free needles.
Look at
Angelo.
Yeah, one other thing, Jimmy, if you don't mind. Did you ever see the movie Hunger Games?
Yeah, I wound up loving that movie.
Okay, so you know with Stanley Tucci's character and the other talk show host with the smushed head?
I don't.
That could have been you, Jimmy. It could have been you, Jimmy.
Hey, you know, I've been doing this for 25 years. If that's what you're going to take, it's just my head shape.
Stupid Francesa.
Dude, I don't know which. Hold on, Angela. I don't know which guy that was.
The character that talks with Stanley Tucci as if they're monitoring the games. It's a little character with this big head. He's got this big hairpiece on his head. Little face like you are so cute, round.
Is it kissable?
Oh, so cute.
All right, thanks.
Get this hour.
Why are you so awake, Angelo?
I'm going to take off right now.
Oh, good for you. Where?
I'm off as well, baby.
Nice. Have fun, man.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. So I just want you to look up that character.
Right, man.
Oh, God.
Now, Travis just looked something. Thank you. Travis just looked something up and said
The complete opposite? That's falling apart?
Well, that's been closed here for renovation. So Angela might be right, but where's Damien staying?
No, he's not staying there. They went to visit it. You could probably go and look around, but you can't stay there.
I didn't realize that.
But if it's renovated, it probably doesn't look all creepy. And
Closed
shit.
for a year to renovate. That's a lot of work, man. When you close something for a year.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
There's a hotel close to here, and it's voted the worst hotel in New York.
Nice.
Really?
And I walked by there about a year ago because the paper did something on it. I was trying to figure out a way to maybe
What's the place?
shoot a video or something. And I don't know. It's some hellhole, but it's voted the worst hotel in New York to the point where people go by just to take pictures of the fucking place.
Is it called Hotel Empire?
I have no idea. We got to look it up.
I'm just
I
guessing.
didn't think we were going to talk about this shit today, or I would have done a little research. But it's really close to Midtown, and it's like a tourist stop because it's supposedly horrendous, and people do stay there because it's the worst hotel. All that shit.
Yeah, it's probably the worst hotel because, again, there's probably bed bugs. You got to be so careful in New York. Stay at like one of the better ones.
Oh, yes.
The New York Inn
The New York
The
Inn.
New York Inn.
Oh,
Oh,
does
on
that
8th
sound-
between 47th and 48th.
It's got to be. That's
Eighth.
about where I think I was. What do they say about it?
Blah blah blah.
For some reason, I don't remember it being called the New
Mice,
York
rats,
Inn.
broken windows, no heat, no hot water, no elevator, decrepit stairs, rude staff, lack of space, leaky plumbing.
wow. Perfect.
Sounds great.
Included breakfast, which is evidently a voucher and a gentle shove towards the nearest Subway sandwich shop.
Wow.
I love how you just described this.
That sounds fucking
Can you run
great.
through that again? It went by so
there.
fast, I was amazed.
Mice, rats, broken window, no heat, no hot water, no elevator, decrepit stairs, rude staff, lack of space, leaky plumbing. Breakfast at Subway sandwich shop.
And see, they get a pass because they're shitty owners, obviously, right? But then it gets to a point where they're voted the worst hotel in New York, so now it's a place.
Now you're
it's
famous.
Now you're famous. It's like, why would you fix any of that shit to be just a mediocre hotel?
Mice and rats.
No kidding.
You don't want to stay there?
Fuck,
the
dude, that sounds
fuck is-
awful.
You know, that's got to be the dregs of society staying there. They come to New York and just don't even care. Like tourists would come there and just,
I swear to you, and
Wonderful.
maybe I'll do it soon. I'll stay there a night
you get
just to
bed
check it
bugs.
out.
You get
I mean,
bed
their
bugs.
website looks good.
me
It's a
see.
budget-friendly Midtown hotel. ideally situated,
budget friendly,
just 2 blocks from Times Square.
Budget friendly.
Yeah.
You know what?
Budget.
This is what I'll do. I'll stay the night. I'll roll around with the bed bugs, and then I'll call Kenny in the morning. Kenny will be at my door with fresh clothes. And then I'll just leave my clothes behind, change in the hallway, and get the fuck out.
You could do that.
I bet you that would work.
You won't bring them home if you don't. Like if you bring a little overnight bag and you put it on, like the luggage thing that they give you in the closet. If you put it on that,
right?
Like you open that up and you're not going to get them.
Ugh.
Let's stay there. Film some shit.
I don't want no bed bugs.
No? You wouldn't stay at the worst hotel in New York?
No.
You wouldn't go there, Ant?
Never. I need room service.
They don't have an elevator, so you go with the stairs, but the stairs are decrepit.
And I like a good hotel bar. I like hitting the hotel bar.
TripAdvisor, it's only number 359 in New York out of 430.
Wow.
What does that mean?
In hotels. Like
So
it's ranked.
Not the worst.
So it's not the worst.
Not the worst according to TripAdvisor.
You know what?
2.5 stars.
New York Inn doesn't sound familiar to me.
Empire sounds like it to me for some reason.
Right.
There was an article, so I don't know. You got to go back about a year, and they did a whole thing on hotels, the worst hotels in New York or something like that.
The Peninsula.
Hotel Carter?
That might be it.
Carter sounds more
This
familiar.
Okay, hang on.
Give me a little
that was on the
street
list as well.
view.
Hang on.
Let's hear about the Hotel Carter.
The Hotel Carter.
What do you mean the street view of the Hotel Carter?
Hotel Carter's on West 43rd.
And what?
See, still Midtown-ish. That might be it.
And?
I know I just said that already, but fuck it. I'll say it again. This might be it.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, tell us about the Hotel
Okay.
Carter. You know what? I think this is it. This sounds way more familiar. Are they saying it's the worst?
Hotel Carter. Bed bugs, dirty towels in the bathroom, pubic hair everywhere, fungus, graffiti on the furniture, rats that eat your food in the middle of the night, faulty door locks, uncaring staff.
That sounds fantastic. I gotta go.
Well, let's see what their website says.
Wow.
Enjoy the warm hospitality and service at Hotel Carter. A unique and inviting departure from traditional hotels.
It's close to you, man.
That picture.
Oh, that's
It's
an old
from
picture.
like 19 fucking
Yeah, this is good. There's a helicopter.
60.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an
there's
old
a helicopter.
It's an old school postcard from back in the day.
Wow.
It's inviting. It says it's inviting.
It's an inviting departure from traditional hotels.
Oh, okay.
With
so it's-
700 rooms, all with private baths. That's great. You want
Hey, look,
Sure.
a bathroom
Wow, you know.
in the room.
If you're some schmuck from the Midwest, you're thinking, honey, I think I found our New York City hotel. Look at this. Look at the website.
What else does it say though? You'll get a.
Yeah, read all the shit from
700 rooms.
Yeah, with 700 rooms, you'll get a close-up view of New York City's Times Square.
Nice.
You can even catch the spectacular ball drop on New Year's. Located in the heart of the theater district in Times Square with major bus and train lines at our front door. We are a half block from the Port Authority bus terminal.
Oh, wow.
Always really good. You really want to be as close there
Holy
as possible.
shit.
This sounds really good. Now go to the reviews again, please.
Yeah, sure. I can
Reviews.
Here we go,
They're
guys.
not going to be good.
No. Oh, well, I'd have to go to TripAdvisor. Hang on.
Oh,
All right.
that sounds
This
worse
is a great
than
exercise.
the other place.
It's a
What's
great
this place
exercise, though.
called?
This
Carter.
Hotel Carter.
It's always, or the description you just read a little while ago, with the pubic hair and all
Let's
that.
see where they rank.
I like, Hotel Carter.
344.
Out of how many?
430.
Great location, worst hotel ever is one of the reviews.
Yeah.
What do they say?
Uh...
Although I have...
Yes, they have a great location. Staff was attentive. Old and overused beds, dirty rooms. Dirty, and I mean dirty. Bathrooms, mold, extra mold, broken doors, broken curtains, broken lamps, broken furniture, broken windows.
Someone behind the front desk goes, "We got the room for you," and you go up.
You go up and everything's
Here's your key.
busted and rats and dirty.
And
It
there's
says it was-
mold all over the place.
It was a beautiful night of snow showers, and we had snow showers inside the room.
Oh fuck!
Fantastic location, but poor hotel.
Room very, very dirty. Bathroom and carpet and sheet above all. And quite rumorous, but hotel in a very, very central position.
Near Trafalgar Square.
That sounds like a fucking
Oh, that's funny.
crazy.
The dirtiest and dingiest hotel I've stayed at. Even the bed bugs won't stay here.
Wow. Chip likes that.
Fucking good.
The front desk staff were curt, to say the least. When I complained about the bathroom having mold on the ceiling and affecting my asthma. The receptionist sort of shrugged her shoulders and said, "We have no other rooms," and continued to deal with the next person behind me. The beds are lumpy, uncomfortable, and dirty. Even the bed bugs have left. I have traveled a lot. Staying at a poorly maintained, dirty hotel. Never again.
Who'd say, well, you don't know, though. I mean, for us, it's obvious, but you're coming in from another place, you hear Hotel Carter, you're like, that sounds all right, Times Square.
Yeah,
Please read.
Named after a
Do
president?
not go here. It is terrible, not clean, terrible maid service. People say it's a good location. Well, yes, it is true, but is it worth your health? Don't waste your money. You want to pay to suffer? Check in at the local animal shelter. They'll have better rooms for you there.
Wow, this place sounds terrible.
Yeah, we should stay there.
Although someone said not that bad.
Yeah,
Where was that? We just had a pretty good,
really not that bad.
3 out of 5 star review.
Oh, my God.
After reading some of the reviews on here, it was with a certain amount of trepidation we checked into this pre-booked hotel for our trip to New York. Yes, it is old, yet it is run down. What a location for the price.
Wow.
We were also pleasantly surprised to find a clean, comfortable room with a huge bed, with a small serviceable bathroom, and really could not find anything to complain about.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my
really?
God.
These are filthy animals.
Signed the manager.
The sheets
Yeah.
and towels were changed every other day. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what people expect for the price. I don't know how much that costs.
You
Let's
know,
try and book a room.
But you
Great.
think about like Damien doing all those years on death row. Like if he stayed there, he'd probably be like, "This is fine. Like
great.
it's not great, but compared to where I was,
Yeah.
mosquitoes crawling all over me. This is fucking the digs."
Holy fuck. I like the one review where everything was broken. It's just hilarious.
Just busted.
Yeah, how much is this?
I'm trying to find out. But
I would love to have Kenny check the Hotel Carter for me for a guest. You know, James, it's no good, Jim.
Oh, God, imagine that. You just send him there.
Yeah.
See what he says.
everything seems to be booked up.
Yeah, because a lot of people come here, I guess, with no money, right?
Wait, they're booked?
$99 rooms they're showing. Look.
Wow. In fucking Midtown.
I think this is the place that the paper wrote about.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Any night that I try, it's booked up.
See all those prices
Wait.
right there?
Oh, where?
Right there, all the prices.
Wait, with all those all those shitty reviews
I'm
and
checking red, which is obviously booked.
Oh.
Yeah, $99.
$99.
but it's booked.
Yeah.
Hotels in New York City go for $300, $400, $500.
Easy.
Yeah.
And then they raise it from there.
Yep.
$500, $600, $700 if something's happening.
These are broke people. Who knows why people are coming here? It could be they're coming here just to visit or,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Well, you save money on the sleeping, so you can spend more money out and about.
Doing.
I like the one where it was snowing in their room.
How about there's a reason it's so cheap?
There's a reason it's so cheap. Stayed here for one night. Had to ask to move room twice. First room, smoke alarm would not stop beeping. Second, toilet was leaking all over the floor. Plugs are hanging out of the walls with wires showing. Hotel is dirty, old, and cheap. Cheap for New York City, but I would recommend staying somewhere else if you can afford it. Only
70
good-
pounds a night, sorry. 70 pounds a night. So they flew across the ocean and stayed there.
Yes. Doesn't that make you so happy?
It's so terrible.
But now people are going to go there.
Not at all disappointed. There's some people with very low expectations.
Yes.
and
Who knew it was terrible for? They probably expected a dump for $99.
And now
probably
we fly
4
back to the
stars.
Sudan.
Yeah, they're probably leaving their house
Yes.
that is filled with, cat poo.
Yes.
This reminds me of the place I was declitted. Oh wow! I'm warning you. Do not stay.
That guy has a long review.
This
wow.
guy's pissed.
we came in early. The room wasn't ready. They let us leave our luggage at their storage room with a fee of $2 a bag. We left one lady's purse, a backpack, and a luggage bag.
Uh-oh.
The guy said we could put them all together as one. Went out and explored the city.
Came back.
Came back. Found out that one of the bags wasn't there anymore.
Nice.
Asked if you could call check security cams. Manager said we cannot. You have to call 911.
So their bag was ripped off?
We went to the NYPD.
Right.
Told them what happened. 2 officers went with us. Blah blah blah.
And even if they were saying the hotel should be able to get access to their own cameras without police present, but I was glad they still came back. They would view the cameras, and it showed someone just took the bag over the counter while the security person was supposedly wasn't there.
Oh, my God.
It was so obvious that it was negligence on the hotel's part. Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, we should stay here.
Sounds good. Thieves. Busted shit. Oh.
Jesus, he's the worst. You know these mics work, right?
Good morning, guys.
Oh, what do you got there? It says crack. It's another MMA shirt.
Why would you whisper knowing the mics are going to pick it up? You're an audio engineer.
Travis,
There's I think everyone heard.
how about some
videos on YouTube?
How about some gay sex later?
You like your ass eaten after a hard day of sitting and Googling?
Same time, same place.
Wow, yeah, look at this. There's some fucking YouTube.
My Carter Hotel experience. We turn the volume up on it?
Yeah, sure.
They're playing some music. They're showing New York City.
They're showing the New York Times building. This looks nice.
Times Square.
Times Square, 2009. So they came in town for the ball drop. Music is lowering.
Now they're showing all this panoramic views of New York and
pigeons. Okay, this looks like it might be the hotel.
Very New Yorky. Garbage.
Garbage everywhere.
It's getting uglier.
Yeah, somehow they...
Oh, they're showing everything.
I love New York coffee mugs.
It's just a bunch of scenes of Times Square.
Sure.
Hotel
And
Carter.
All right, here we go. Hotel Carter. Hotel Carter.
All right.
Again.
Yeah, you always wanted in the Times Square inlet. What's this?
I don't know what that
This is it. Because I walked up into the lobby. And
He's
then,
opening it and walk you up the
So
steps.
the music gets ominous.
Okay.
All right. It looks like the start of a horror movie. The following footage you are about to see was taken on February 6th and 7th of 2009.
Oh, dirty rug.
Major dirty stains on the rug. 1 block away from Times Square.
Right now, just
The Hotel Dixie opened on April 22nd, 1930.
It's changed names over there.
It is 24 stories high, and on its opening had 1,000 rooms.
Wow.
1,000 rooms? It's this guy.
In 1977, Trending Chong bought the Hotel Dixie and changed it to its current name, the Hotel Carter.
Hotel Carter.
oh, he's an Asian guy. Yeah.
Oh, Hotel Carter always here.
From the time of Mr. Tran's ownership, the events in the building have increasingly become disturbingly bad or something.
Oh, what is that?
Wow,
Big
horrible
stain on-
stains. That looks like a blood
Looks like
stain.
blood.
Mr. Tran's a shitbag. Wow, look at the broken light in the
Broken
fucking
lights in the hallway, just tilted. That's a
Look at that
fire
fucking
hazard.
flop house, it looks like. Wow.
Is that it?
That's part one.
Oh, no.
No,
All
it's
right,
still
here we
going.
go.
Wow.
Plaster is just falling off the
City of
wall.
New York sued the Carter for its failure to... Are they playing Radiohead? They
Wait, the fucking he was.
It's going by too fast, unfortunately.
slow.
This idiot doesn't know how to do graphics on a video.
Can you just pause for a second?
Yeah,
like
pause so we
there's
can
a
read
sign
this.
in rooms 831, 839, and it's like written in marker.
On a piece of sheet metal that's literally nailed to the wall.
Right.
In marker.
All right, there's plaster
Plaster's
falling
all
off
chipped
the
off. What's that?
What's that?
wall in the hallway. Yeah, read this shit, Jimmy, please. Got the plaster.
Plaster all over the dirty. In 83 and 84, City sued Carter for failure to correct numerous infractions. As a result, Mr. Tran was held in contempt of court and had to pay a $10,000 fine.
In 85.
Yeah, wow.
Righteous.
They're just showing a filthy montage of door
Holy fuck, everything just rotting. There's
Graffiti
graffiti
everywhere.
on the doors.
between 84 and 88. He turned the hotel into a homeless shelter.
Oh, man.
Boy.
I need to make money.
Pause. I mean, the guy's a pretty good filmmaker because it's, but there's just holes punched through the doors of your room.
Yeah.
There's graffiti on a bunch of the doors.
Who says this place is okay?
The building
Like,
was neglected. Is what
Not
we're
bad
up
for
to.
$100.
Hey, you
building
know
was
what?
neglected. Yeah, it's terrible. It's like all just, and criminal activity was disturbing and brutal.
Nice.
Holy fuck.
This is the 80s, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's gonna update it.
In 83, a resident beat his 25-day-old infant child to death.
Jesus.
Wow. In 88, all families were removed from the corridor due to issues with plumbing, electricity, security, and vermin. Wow. In 89, a relative of Tran was sued for bribing a building inspector in an effort to not get a fire safety violation. This Tran's awful.
This guy had it because he knows he was tricked.
In 87, a woman was thrown out of a window from one of the top floors. When the police found her body, she was hardly clothed and her arms were tied behind her back.
Nice. This place is great.
Rules. In 1988, Wow.
That's when we moved to New York.
Carter was
Back to
temporarily
New York.
closed due to damaged fire escape. December of 99. Sean Combs and girlfriend Jennifer Lopez arrived at a club that used to be located, what?
Yeah, that goes so fast.
It used to be located on the first floor.
Pause.
Okay.
Wait, this was the place where that's where the shooting was, right?
Was it? Let's see.
They're just showing filthy rugs. A shooting occurred. The police accused Combs and a friend were responsible for starting.
Oh,
That was there?
I guess an innocent bystander was shot in the face.
I remember that.
Oh, they're just showing dirty door handles. Although Combs was found not guilty, his limo driver was made a police report stating that Combs offered him $50,000 to admit that the gun he had was his.
remember that?
Yeah, of course.
That doesn't have anything to do
I
with
didn't know
the
it was
hotel.
there.
I didn't know it was the Carter.
In also 99, a clerk murdered a fellow coworker during a brawl near the front desk.
Fuck! He's a hammer and a knife to do the brutal killing. Is this the Overlook?
Yeah. Oh, it's not right there. In 1921, a caretaker murdered his wife and children when they
Two
stole
daughters.
matches and tried to burn it down. Yes, a man was playing handball against the wall and scuffed it. A 2005 building engineer was killed due to blood leaking out of it. No, due to a freak elevator malfunction.
A building engineer in 2005.
Only 7 patches of product.
Fuck.
In September of 07, wow. Serial sex offender Clarence Dean murdered a woman in room 608.
Who the fuck would stay here? This place is amazing.
Convicted serial murderer. Dean strangled the girl and left her under the room's bed until a maid found her 12 days later.
I remember that.
Pause. You do?
Yeah. I remember the body under the bed for so many days, and people were actually going in and sleeping and staying in the room with the dead body under the bed, and someone started complaining about a smell.
It was
and then they
under
just didn't care.
Was it under the bed, or did they take the
It was
bed
a
frame
platform bed, yeah.
Right.
Remember that? A platform bed. They took the mattress out, put her in the little platform thing, and then put the box spring and mattress back down.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I do recall that. Yeah.
I sort of remember that now.
This
yeah.
is insane. This fucking hotel's insane.
Yeah.
Wow, wait, is this dingy looking?
Horrible. A lot of
There's
edits.
so many bad scenes he's showing, just so much garbage.
Graffiti and shit just rotting off the walls.
Yeah.
The numbers
a
on the
towel in
room.
front of the fucking, a towel in front of the door because there's a leak of some sort.
The numbers on the rooms are those stick-on numbers that you see people, the cheap ones they put on their mailboxes.
Just buy them at the hardware store.
Yeah.
Everything.
Wow.
Love this. fucking
Every
song.
lock on the doors look like they've been hit
In
with
09,
hammers.
the Hotel Carter was voted the dirtiest
There you go.
hotel in the U.S. for the 4th time in a row.
There you go.
Yeah.
We found it.
Why wouldn't he clean it in the U.S.?
I need to make money.
Because he knows people will just stay there.
I woke up to a bunch of guys breaking into our room while we were asleep. The room had 4 locks on the door, and all of them were broken by the men except for the chain lock.
Holy shit. I guess these are quotes of people's reviews.
No, it's this guy.
Oh.
No,
guess.
guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guess from Philly.
Right.
Motherfucking Philly.
Wow. I love the quotes.
Just
Yeah,
horrible.
gang
graffiti.
fucking.
Gang
Oh, my
graffiti.
God, this dirt just piled
rat
up in
nest.
the corner. Was that a rat nest?
A rat nest, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just in the hallway?
Yep.
Wow. Hostile guests to go to any of the floor. Oh.
Prohibited for
Oh,
hostile.
it's a hostel, too.
Oh, God.
In the next segment, you will see my experience in room 839.
Oh, fuck. We're all
No.
in.
I think there was a nude woman in the tub. She looked attractive at first.
839. Wow, we're all in. Let's go part 2.
room 839, Doc.
Yeah.
E-Rock, get this video up on our Facebook page.
Do you like Rat's Nest, Doc?
And explain why it's up there for the people that, maybe won't hear this show today.
You want to do part 2?
Oh,
Fuck?
God, yeah.
Oh,
More
sure.
than I want fucking, there's the new Star Trek.
Oh.
He's holding the 839. So his hands up. He's
Yeah,
wearing
he's got
gloves.
Oh.
The 8th floor.
He's not supposed to go in there.
Yeah.
839.
I'm not supposed to.
Who says you're not supposed to? It's just silent footage of him walking down this
Yeah.
fucking
Horrid hallway.
dirty hallway.
Every bit of metal is punched in, too.
Yeah.
Like anything that could be punched and dented is.
Wow, the Dixie was probably nice.
Oh, yeah. Ah, the Dixie. I want to stay in the serial killer room, please.
Why wouldn't you make some effort just to keep it kind of clean? Like,
Man, I don't know if I could stay here now.
why not? He's pushing the door open.
There you go. All right. And
All right.
what?
This is his room.
It's a few rooms. He opens
wait.
it. There's a big garbage can.
What the fuck is this?
It's a hallway with a few. Oh, he's just showing you the hallway.
Oh, he's in.
He's just kind of showing the floor he's on.
Oh, okay. That's like a utility room or something. It was filthy.
Okay, yeah, he's just
So you open up a
walking back down the hall.
right.
He's just showing the walls.
Yeah, he passed his room a while ago. He's just showing the floor.
Yeah.
Which
The
is
rug
just
is
very,
awful.
just very dingy.
Sounds quiet though.
Oh, nice.
Inside
lead.
room 839, the closet. Hold on.
Ah.
His wires are hanging down. The rug is filthy.
There's no door on the closet. It's
The
just
bed isn't even made,
Wow.
and I'm sure he's just checking into his room. So
Nice TV.
His camera
Wow.
and stuff are on the awful fucking
holy
nightstand.
shit, the furniture's horrendous. with-
graffiti inside the drawers.
I'm doing a little bit more investigational work.
Here we go.
Old 2006, 2007 phone book.
A phone book.
Here. Somebody wrote something in 1995.
Wow.
Big Van Halen fan, I guess. Says VH.
I hope they're still. Whatever.
Oh, couples that are together. She
Yeah.
was like, so and
This is,
so.
like falling apart.
Wow, the bed's falling out of the fucking wall.
Holy shit. The headboard of the bed is pulled out of the wall. You see nails.
It's pretty.
An old fucking phone on the.
A dingy dresser. Oh my god.
With no handles anymore. The bed's not made.
Very old, nasty little air conditioner in the
Yeah.
window.
You can see the box spring.
It's a window
You
unit.
can see wires that are such a fire hazard.
Wires
Holy
and
fuck.
steam pipes
Right.
that are going into holes that are like just, you could tell mice have been chiseling away at things.
Sure.
Oh, the door's all.
All moldy, and it looks like people have tried to jimmy the lock every.
This is new. This is totally brand new. Wow. It's pretty ghetto.
Pretty ghetto. A light fixture that's been twisted.
With a bug just,
Big bug in it, right?
yeah, making its way up to the top of it.
At 6, I return to my main headquarters at the Mayfair Hotel, 6 blocks away from the Carter for a nap. Oh, she's not staying there.
It's now 1 o'clock in the morning, New York time, and I'm going back to the Carter Hotel now to go check it out. To be perfectly honest, I'm very scared, and it really wasn't. I mean, the overall look of the building is very scary in general, but it was just kind of the feeling of the building. It felt really awful, but I'm gonna go back and we're gonna see what's
Blair
going
Witch.
on with Carter.
At 1 in the morning, room 89 continued, looking a little deeper.
Should have home base at the Mayfair.
No, ugh, dirty sheets.
Really
what is that?
dirty
What is
sheet.
on that?
Oh, it's blood.
like blood.
That's blood. That's probably from bed bugs. Because that's when you see that blood stuff, that's from bed bug. Oh, it's on the pillow.
Yeah, it's on the pillow.
Wow.
On the bed that's not made. Now she's pulling everything off the bed to get to
The sheets to get to the mattress.
Big fucking piss stains on the mattress and
Oh my god.
Blood stains.
Blood stains.
Wow.
That's like a period.
Or a giant. It's like a
Or a
giant
murder.
circular piss stain or whatever
piss
it
stain,
is.
and then some blood. Oh, yeah. Oh, the pillow. The pillow's ripped. All the foam is coming out
It's
of the
just sticking
pillow.
out of the pillow.
Because you pulled the pillow out of the pillowcase.
Oh,
It's
God.
stained.
Yuck.
It's yellow. The pillow is yellow.
Would you stay here, Jimmy?
No, I would execute Kenny if he booked this. I did it with Miles.
How many? 1 mile.
1 mile.
That's all you need. Merely a mile.
Wow, man.
The horrible fucking.
Oh, my God.
The
What's
filthy,
that?
stained corner of the bottom box of the mattress.
It's blood on
Box
it's
spring.
fucking blood.
It looks like there's just a lot of old blood on this one.
It's filthy, caked with filth.
What is that? Is that where they put Lincoln after his little theater experience?
You should stay in the room for the night.
No.
If this lady's
Stains.
doing a documentary.
These are so dirty.
Yeah.
Oh my God, who would
Just
stain
imagine
it?
the filthiest mattress, really. I don't think I've seen worse.
So
Yes.
I'm in my room right now, and I was just taking apart the bedspreads and the pillows and whatnot, as you saw in the previous footage, and I just took apart the entire bed to try to get a better look at this blood that's all over this spring box. Here is the box spring.
Uh-oh. So we were right. It was blood. Holy
Wow, what's going on
shit.
there?
The foot of the box spring is just a shitload of blood. And then it looks like a dragged blood stain.
Is that where the dead body was or no?
I don't know.
Probably not. I wouldn't. Oh, man.
There is
What
so
is
much
that?
blood.
What's going on there?
Caked on it.
Caked on the bottom of this box spring.
Hilarious.
Wow. This has to be bed bugs.
That
here.
could be bed bugs. It really could be.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
blood.
not that much.
That's a lot of blood. Come on.
Yeah. It also looks like the mattress could have been standing up and been wet, and it was running down.
Maybe,
it.
yeah.
Like, she's saying it's blood. It kind of looks like it could. Not, I'll take her word
Looks
for
like
it.
it could be.
It's
yeah.
red.
It's red, right?
Brownish, yeah. Oh, nice plug.
Horrible
That looks
plug in the
dangerous.
You wouldn't plug anything into
Oh,
that.
my God. Oldie time life. Oh, the shower.
All right. Shower.
Filthy spigot.
Oh, my God. The water's brown or something.
The water was...
It was brown, right?
Oh!
What?
Uh-oh, what? What, lady?
The brown water. Oh.
Oh.
The water was brown coming out of the fucking
The
shower.
garbage can is so fucking dirty.
Oh, God. No bag in it. Bag.
Oh,
What? Toilet looks all
So they're
right.
like...
I know how old this is.
The toilet doesn't look bad. The plumbing's horrendous, but the
Yeah.
toilet itself...
So, I just left Carter Hotel, and as I was leaving, one of the lovely bellboys decided to leave me this nice little present that was sitting in his pocket for probably the last 7.5 years. He has a crush on me, and
Looks like one of those
basically he
chocolate-covered
doesn't have
cherries.
a front tooth, and I'm throwing whatever date rape drug he just gave me away.
She returned to the Mayfair Hotel at 3 a.m.
I guess she liked the Mayfair.
She returned to the Carter at 9 a.m. to check out.
Okay.
This was
is
what I discovered.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
The
okay.
thing is when I got into my room that I was supposed to sleep in last night, I noticed that the bathroom.
At this point in the footage, I suddenly felt the urge to look around the room, she said. I was scared that someone else was in the room.
I didn't use the bathroom at all. I
Wow, the toilet's...
didn't pee on the seat.
Oh, no.
Toilet paper in the bowl.
And piss on
And
the seat.
piss on the
Piss on the
seat.
seat.
Somebody came into my room.
Right.
I cannot believe what has happened. I'm getting out of here right now.
Somebody came into the room.
The hotel probably doesn't activate their key cards for specific rooms, which means that one key card enables you to get into every room in the building. The guy at the desk was delighted that I even bothered checking out and returning the key cards. Wow. Before I left, I filmed the hotel's lobby trying not to look suspicious. Soon after, a guard approached me and said the filming was not allowed.
Yeah, great.
Wow. That's not a nice place.
Jesus.
That was kind of creepy, no?
Yeah, man. Somebody used our bathroom.
That's fucked
When she
up.
should have been sleeping in that room.
She would have
Right.
been in the room sleeping, and someone would have just come in.
Supposedly, Louis had some kind of like that happen to him in Russia. Like he came back and there was somebody in his room or something when he went to Moscow.
Really?
Yeah. Her room at the Mayfair. Where I received over 50 bed bug
bites.
Wow.
Although this was very painful and embarrassing,
See,
I would
look
still
at her-
pick this place over the Carter Hotel.
Look at her stuff all over the fucking bed.
Yeah.
By the way, when you go back, you can see on her, it looks like on her neck she has a couple of little red bumps.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
50 bed bug bites.
Yeah, that's
Horror.
definitely the place.
Horrible.
Who is this woman? Why'd she do it?
Yeah,
maybe a little
documentary.
But,
aspiring filmmaker or something.
50 bed bug bites.
Probably heard about it. I mean, people know about this place and they stay there because it's so awful.
She had her shit laid all over the bed. I would love
I
to
know.
contact her and say, did you get bed bugs
You
at
bring
home?
him home. Wow. What kind of date rape drug in that chocolate-covered cherry?
Let me go to Tony. Tony, what's up, buddy?
Hey, yeah?
Hey, I grew up in Buffalo. We took a class trip to New York City like in 86, 87, I forget when, but cheapest place to stay was the Carter, so we all stayed at the Carter. And I mean, you walked in, it was like a shooting gallery with like just drug addicts and prostitutes just hanging around, and it was just absolutely disgusting. And you know, being 17 or 16, I was like, wow, this is the greatest place in the world. Times Square was unbelievable back then, right? With all the 3-card money and anything you can do. But
good old days.
I don't know, like 3 months later or something, 60 Minutes did a expose, like the worst hotel in America, and like all the parents were outraged that that the teacher put us kids in harm's way with that.
Oh shit!
Can we find their expose? I would love to see that.
A teacher decided that was the hotel.
Yeah. Could you see if you can find the 60 Minutes expose?
On what? I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out how to get
on the Carter.
Hopefully YouTube or something, yeah. They did an expose.
60 Minutes on the Carter?
Yeah.
Or on the worst hotels.
Do you want me to send this girl a message? Like, do you have any interest in talking to her?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure.
She still checks her. She signed into YouTube yesterday, so she's still.
Yeah, absolutely. We can talk to her tomorrow if we don't get her today.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. He's gone.
She's in Oregon, so I doubt we'd talk to her today.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
She looked
maybe
like
tomorrow.
she was
or
from
maybe
Oregon, didn't she?
Later in the show.
She had a Pacific Northwest look to her, didn't she?
Yeah, a little eye ring, like a...
Yeah.
But I thought I saw a couple of red welts, and that's probably what that was from.
Holy
50 bed bug bites.
From
That's
the Better
terrible.
Hotel.
Both of those videos are on our Facebook page.
Hers? Our Facebook page?
The ones that we just watched.
Are on our
Just
Facebook.
so if anybody wants to
Check
check
it out.
Yeah, you got to see it for yourself.
Hotel Carter, New York CBS.
You would have sworn that that place was abandoned for like 10 years, and she just opened up some doors and took a look around.
Oh, that was pictures from CBS.
Yeah, that was just a top 10.
Oh, okay.
America's dirtiest.
This place is famous for being fucking a shithole.
Yeah.
So who would stay there?
Well, because it's a shithole and it's famous for being a shithole, that's enough for people to stay there. That's how that shit works.
I don't get it.
If the guy fixed it up a little bit, he would be fucked. People would be like, what the fuck?
People come
What's
here.
my time here?
People come here love the shithole.
What was the worst part? Like the gang graffiti on your hotel?
I think somebody walking into your
room
fucking
door?
room in the middle of the night.
Just the filth and grime and blood on the mattress. And blood on the pillow.
Ugh.
That's fucking horrible, man.
Ugh.
How's he still in business?
Why doesn't the city just shut him down?
Yeah, the Board of Health or something, no?
Yeah, he's probably got what they call, those rights that they give people for things like this. They shouldn't just fucking throw him out of the city.
Yeah.
Tran! Better than hotel I come from, Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably ran the fucking, the
POW camp.
Yeah, what's it called? The Hanoi Hilton.
I was manager of Hanoi Hilton.
All right, if you find that, let us know.
I don't know.
It seems like it's an old piece, unfortunately.
It might be impossible.
That stuff is still kind of hard to find online. Yeah. If anyone else finds it, give me a link.
Someone would have had to videotape it and then transfer the VHS to YouTube.
You're right.
It's amazing what's on
No.
It's online, though, sometimes.
Right.
Nothing immediately comes
shit.
Tony Siragusa is coming in today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 7:45.
What does he do?
Football guy. Sideline guy.
Sideline guy on Fox.
I have no idea.
He was part of the Ravens Super Bowl team.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when they beat the Giants.
I have no idea.
You know him. You know this guy.
You might. Yeah, I mean,
Full of personality.
You know him. Tony Rocky Horror.
You know him. He's doing like OJ's role. On the sidelines.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I bet
They go to him, hey, Tony, what do you think? Hey,
Let's see what it looks like.
That guy.
All right. I've seen him.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He blew us off and we made a stink, so now he's coming on our show, but...
He looks... Is he exhausting?
He's a talker.
He looks exhausting. He looks like one of these big Italian guys.
Yeah, he's good, though. Yeah.
Oh, God. All right.
Can we cancel?
Canceling.
You talk to him.
I'll talk to him. He's part of one of the greatest defenses ever.
Oh.
All right, you sit right there and you talk to him. We'll watch.
I'm good. I got stuff to do.
We're going to watch your interview with Skills. This is a test. Every once in a while, we got to give you guys tests.
Nah, I'm not an on-air guy.
Come on, let's make Travis do this. Whatever the guys. Oh, I don't know. They're not here.
And Jesse Joyce is here today at like 9 o'clock. You guys don't know Jesse, do you?
No.
Comic.
He's a friend of yours.
Very funny comic.
Good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him. Or maybe I know him if I saw his picture.
He used to write a lot of Geraldo stuff for the roast.
A lot of the roasts, yeah.
You met him before. He's really funny.
Give me his picture. Jesse Joyce. No, I'm excited to have him on the show. I'm trying to just figure out which one he is. Oh, that guy. Yeah, he is very funny.
Should we play a video going to break?
No, because you don't know. Because you never know if it's a good one or not.
Right.
Well, it's on his website. I would hope he'd put a good one on his website.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
we'll
boy.
give you a taste of Jesse Joyce. We'll take no chance here. He's going to be on the show in about an hour.
Oh,
What is this?
it's 4 minutes long.
Oh, boy.
Oh, jeez. Well, that didn't work
I
out
didn't,
too
I didn't
well.
check to see how long it was.
All right, E-Rock, help me.
Oh, he rocks.
Opie and Anthony. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
They say you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull a mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim.
Interesting. Is the Iraq game back?
I think the E-Rock game is back.
Come, country boy.
I love Jim Croce.
For a man named Jim. I am a fool shooting boy. My name is Willie McCoy. But down home, they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for
the greatest.
42nd Street. He driving on drop.
Hey, driving on it. Yeah, it's a good singing style. This guy. I do like that.
I'm going to get my money back. And everybody say, don't you know? You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't speak
Yeah.
You don't pull the mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim.
I play this every time I walk into Scott's office to negotiate, just so he knows I mean business.
How's that
you
work
doing?
out for you?
Come up.
Jimmy comes hopping in Norfolk Street.
Woo.
And when nothing was done, the only part that was
Feel-good song.
soles of the big man's feet.
Okay, he's murdering somebody.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just happier right now.
And he was shy
Nice toe tapper.
and you better believe a song of silver
Right.
kind of story when a big Jim
Exactly.
hit the
Big
floor.
Jim hit the floor. That's what happened. And, of course, yeah,
And you don't tug on Superman's
you don't tug on the pilot's tie. Poor guy. What kind of plane was he in? Punch up Jim Croce's plane. I want to see what it was.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I thought you were just saying like people who are in positions that you shouldn't do that. And then I realized he died to break.
Oh, God. It's terrible.
That's
Whoa.
You don't
No,
tug
that's
on
not his plane.
Pilot's tie.
That's not his plane.
That's not. Look at the
There's
car.
no way. Look at
Look
how
at
nice the
cars
cars
new.
are. This is 39 years ago. There's his plane.
Is that it?
We lost Jim Croce in a plane crash 39 years ago.
Let's see.
He was only 30. He looked way older than
Was he
30.
30?
Wow.
He looked like he was at least 40, no?
Yeah.
What kind of? Let me see. Is
I
it
have a live-
little?
I have a live album which has a lot of the explanations of all these songs. He does a little talk before
Oh,
each
really?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
Kinda cool. Are you a big fan of his?
love Jim Croce. Love him.
Yeah, it wasn't a big plane.
Little Cessna?
Wow.
Type
Yeah,
plane?
a little bigger than that, but not
39 years ago.
Damn.
Which is what year?
He wasn't the pilot, was he?
I don't think
He
so.
didn't fly
No.
his own
What
ship.
what happened?
I'm the pilots.
That's very distracting for him. What happened to the plane? He died today, huh? Crash? According to results of the investigation, upon takeoff, the plane was not gaining enough altitude to clear. The pilot did not maneuver to avoid a pecan tree, or pecan, at the end of the runway. Cut it down! Investigators said it was the only tree for hundreds of yards. Flight conditions were dark, clear sky, calm winds, 5 miles of
the plane hit
visibility.
the only tree?
Wow.
They had to avoid one tree and they couldn't do that? Jeez.
The report remarks that the 57-year-old charter pilot suffered from severe coronary artery disease and had just run about 3 miles to the airport from a hotel The pilot had his certificate, bunch of hours and flight time.
Oh, it might be a heart attack, are they saying?
Beech 18 type. Oh, Beechcraft, you. Yeah, placed sole blame for the accident on pilot error.
Wait a minute.
Due to downwind takeoff. Oh.
Wait a minute. So Jim Croce was trying to save some money, found a pilot with
some severe
heart issues.
Yeah.
Who had to run from the hotel to the plane.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Hit the only tree.
The only tree.
You can think of the songs we didn't hear because of a pecan tree.
Yeah.
I hate pecans now.
I do too.
Fuck pecans. I never liked pecans.
Who likes pecans?
They stink.
Hate a pecan.
Oh, it stinks. He died 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, right.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even impressive.
Oh, that's terrible.
At least Roberto Clemente went down, like, going to give some aid, or Otis Redding. Did he have a plane crash too?
Oh,
yeah.
So,
Yeah, Otis. Of course,
when
Big Bopper.
When they pull out those pies with the pecans on top,
looks like shit.
God, no.
Like roaches.
It really is like roaches.
Oh, they do look like roaches.
Horrible.
What year did the Big Bopper stunk? Big Bopper
I want to say
stunk.
57.
I'm going to go 58.
I thought it was like 55.
I'm going to go 56, actually, now.
I'm going to say in the 50s.
I'm going to go 59.
You got it. Oh, is it that late?
I'm really good at this stuff.
The video is the worst for
Don't
this.
we hate the Big Bopper?
Yeah, he sucks.
A Chantilly lace.
The video's terrible. Go to the video where he's picking up the phones and talking on them, and it's so obviously lip syncing.
I got something on him. So he's really famous because he died.
Yeah,
early.
yeah.
But if he was allowed to continue, he would have been considered a big-time fucking hack.
Oh, look at him. Hello. What?
Answering all the phones.
Oh, it's so... No mic, he's just talking into thin air.
Into the phone. Let my money. A novelty song. Whoa.
Oh, he picks up the phone again. Oh, we've done this break, but who
I
cares?
know, we always do. What's up, baby?
Well, let's try to change the break a little bit. Did he have another song?
Oh, no.
D-Rock, did he have another song?
There are other songs in here, but I don't think anything ever charted or got radio play.
You want to try another song by this guy?
Oh, please.
His fake guitar play. Oh, this is
He
horrendous.
looks like a retard. Lord. I bet he was so into himself.
Oh,
Look
they
at
were
the
loving it,
audience.
too.
All these girls and guys are in like dresses and suits.
Oh, he's back on the phone. We heard you.
A Negro moved into our neighborhood? Oh, baby.
He's helping someone's mother fix the floorboards. Yeah, go bop him or something.
Oh, go on, Chip.
Oh, all right, honey, you know what I like.
We heard you.
Chantilly lace.
Yes. We know what you like, plummeting.
You see how he fucked up picking up his guitar right there?
Yes.
I guess they just went with the one take, huh?
Chantilly lace and my horrified face.
So funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose, like a long neck goose, like a girl. Oh, baby, that's what I like.
Oh,
Terrible.
All right, give me another Big
man.
Bopper song. And look at Dick Clark.
That was Dick
in the
Clark.
audience. What the fuck?
Let's see.
Wow, he was around even then, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's Beggar to a King, Big Bopper's Wedding.
Oh, come
Big
on.
Bopper's
that
wedding
Big
so far.
Bopper's
Wait,
wedding.
what else we got
so
there?
Let's see. It's The Truth, Ruth, Little Red Riding Hood, Walking Through My Dreams, and White Lightning.
It's the truth. Ruth is probably a fucking barn burner.
The wedding one's pretty bad.
Wedding or, it's The Truth.
And what was the Big Bopper one?
Big Bopper's Wedding.
Big Bopper's wedding.
Oh, right.
That sounds good.
Yeah, you want to do that one? Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Sounds the same.
Oh, baby.
The man keeps saying, do you take this woman to be your awful wedded wife?
Oh, awful.
Get it?
I never started thinking about her no more, winking at the pretty little gals bobbing by.
This is the same thing.
Just twisted it.
Make the world go round. Ain't nothing in the world like a big eye girl to make my act so fun and make me spend my money.
Look at your face for the rest of
Oh, baby, that's what I like. It's the same song.
What am I doing here in the first place?
Oh, this isn't even the same.
Oh,
making fun of marriage, I guess, huh?
Oh, thank God for wing icing.
What's it, a big cake in the sky?
Yes. Chantilly lace.
I think this was after he died. They just took things he said and put them to this awful beat.
It's just a song parody. That's all it is, really. Making fun of marriage. Give me another one. What else we got left here?
Yeah.
What about that other one? The
Truth Ruth.
Truth Ruth.
Yeah,
It's the Truth Ruth.
Said a little red rooster to the little red hen. Man, I ain't been rocking since I don't know when.
This is the hand drive.
Yeah, it's
Said a little red hen to the little red rooster. Oh yeah, Dad, you don't rock like you used to.
He just would talk sing.
That's truth, Ruth, that's truth, Ruth, that's truth, Ruth. Everybody think I'm crazy, but still my baby, baby, it's truth.
Was that a hottie, Ruth?
This guy
Nice
so
name.
deserved to die.
Pink crocodile.
Yuck. All right, give me another one.
I'll kiss you after a while.
We're not feeling that one.
That's the Truth Ruth.
The Truth Ruth.
I think came right after she said, "Why did you call me a cunt?" It's the Truth Ruth. Why'd you call me a coal burner? It's the Truth Ruth.
We have Beggar to a King, Walking Through My Dreams, and White Lightning.
Walking Through My Dreams is probably a romantic one.
let's try
maybe
it.
he was trying to change his style a little bit.
Yeah, let's try that one.
This Christopher Reeve song.
Now hush up, so I can go to sleep and dream about my baby. I close my eyes.
Sure.
Night comes, try to go to sleep, but end up counting sweet, sweet kisses. I said counting sheep, and she here walking through my dreams all through the night, walking through my dreams.
I shouldn't have taken that flight.
It's when asleep it seems, so I'm right beside her when she
Listen to the plane screams. Terrible.
Horrible.
Oh God, but boy, what a non-loss he was.
Yeah, we know he was a DJ. He was a DJ back in the 50s, so he's doing those like fucking Rick D shit for the time.
We have two left. Do you want to try?
Yes.
Oh well.
No.
I'm loving the Big Bopper hour here on the Opie and Anthony program.
Let's see if any of them are any different.
All right, this is White Lightning.
White Lightning.
I think I already know this one.
This might
is
be
like
his follow-up.
So easy to make songs like that.
Carolina way back in the hills, lived my pappy and he had him still. He threw white lightning till the sun went down, and then he fill him a jug, pass it around, body please, and my pappy started squeezing. Call white lightning, the team and the team and revenue.
Terrible.
Searching for the police, for a made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy.
He seems very full of himself too.
White lightning.
Oh, he was a DJ.
Was he?
So, you know.
All right. That makes sense. My pappy.
Well,
really? Did you call him Pappy?
That's it for the Big Bopper.
You want to hear the last one?
All right.
We got one more.
Hey, there's only one more.
I know this is driving people nuts, and that's why, yes, I wanted to hear one more.
You don't think they're enjoying it?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh,
This one is Beggar to a King.
All right.
You changed a beggar into a king.
What's that frozen stuff on the wing?
The world turned it down.
All right. Enough.
Yeah.
Well, you turned a beggar into a king, meaning
Well, yeah.
she came into his life.
Yes.
He was
very
a
good.
beggar.
See?
But now he's a king.
Now he's a king.
I found one last one. It was mislabeled, but I fixed it.
What's it called?
It's called Purple People Eater Meets the Witch Doctor.
You know what?
Wait a minute.
Wait,
There's
we know
two
this,
songs.
I think.
That's the Purple People Eater, and then the Witch Doctor is another song.
Those are two songs.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Are they his
boy.
originals and then they
know.
were remade?
No, Witch Doctor is David Seville.
You're reading that.
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, a little song
Wait,
called
wait.
Witch Doctor.
Did you actually know that?
Yes.
Why?
Because that led to a cartoon and everything else. It was all based off that dumb song.
The Alvin and the Chipmunks,
Yeah.
right?
What's that?
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Boy, Chip doesn't miss one.
No, never. Go ahead.
Of course. Same God. Fucking sound.
I got real shook, I heard the strangest sound. I saw the Purple People Eater, and to my surprise, the witch doctor sitting by his side. The witch doctor had a little guitar in his hand, and they were popping and rocking.
He's trying to do one of those things like
Purple was a blowing
that
like
Halloween song.
Right.
Witch doctor picked like Johnny B. Good.
Is it right?
A little chipmunk in there.
What's that?
What's that?
I got trouble, that's a
Who fucking listened to this?
All right, enough.
God,
Please. Oof. Fuck are we doing?
Oof.
that was terrible.
Oof.
You want to play a song from today?
What?
It's our music segment.
Oh.
Randy Newman.
Oh, right.
Stupid fucking Earl Douglas was tweeting about Randy Newman, and I couldn't help myself. I had to beat him up a little bit.
Oh, was he like loving this?
Randy Newman has been playing the same song for 30 years, and he just changes the lyrics.
This is a new one?
Is it I Love L.A. or is it fucking Short People?
Well, this one is called I'm Dreaming of a White President. He's getting political.
And of course, Earl likes it. Earl, by the way, is
He
one
likes
of the biggest,
worst music.
Earl is one of the biggest racists I've ever known. Earl, everything is based on race with Earl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is this a funny one, a parody?
I don't know. I have no idea about this one. To be honest with you.
Is it funny or is it serious?
Oh.
It's meant to be satirical.
Very
Oh,
good. Yes,
satirical.
Yeah, political satire.
Oh, there you go.
George Washington was a white man. Adams and Jefferson.
What the hell's up with
wrong
his
with
voice?
Fucking
It
mouth.
sounds like he's
What's wrong with
fucking
his mouth?
You know, how about you swallow the buttermilk before you sing?
What is going on? Did he have a stroke? Maybe we should make fun. Did he have a stroke?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know.
His mouth is extra mushy.
Hold on.
Mush
Hey,
mouth.
John Wesley Harding.
Oh. I was scratching my back, John. That's funny.
George Washington was a white man.
Washington.
There's a lot of spit in his mouth.
Adams and Jefferson, too. Abe Lincoln was a white man, probably. And William McKinley, the whitest of them all, shot down by an immigrant in Buffalo.
What?
And the star fell out of heaven. I'm dreaming of a white president, just like the ones we've always had. A real live white man who knows the score, how to handle money or start a war. Wouldn't even have to tell me what we were fighting for.
Shut the fuck up. This cocksucker.
He was everybody.
I think America's
we
been
get
pretty
it.
good to him.
We get it.
I think America's been pretty good to you there, Randy Newman.
We get it. White people are terrible, aren't they? Ooh.
God.
We've had white presidents forever. Look at the point we got up to. Not too shabby. Not too shabby with Whitey in charge.
Hey, this is supposed to be fun, man. This is supposed to be fun.
Fucking A. Tired of being shit on. The white man.
I've never said that.
Oh, okay.
He lost his mind, this Randy Newman.
Let's hear more. This is funny.
I'm dreaming of a white president. Someone whom we can understand. Someone who knows where we're coming from. And that the law of the jungle's not the law of this land. Deepest, darkest Africa, 1903. Little boy says, Daddy, I just discovered relativity. Big eclipse is coming, and I'll prove it. Wait and see. You better eclipse yourself out of here, son. Find yourself a tree. There's a lion in the front yard, and he knows he won't catch me. Well, how many little Albert Einsteins cut down while in their prime? What? How many little Ronald Reagans gobbled up before their time? I don't believe in evolution, but it does occur to me. What if little William Howard Taft had to face a lion? God forbid.
Hey, why is his name Randy Newman when he's old? Take us out to break, you fucking Odita.
New to SiriusXM's Fantasy Football Channel. It's the Jim Florentine Show, putting the fun back in fantasy football.
Nothing exciting about fantasy football. It's fucking guys in khakis and button-downs watching football. They bring their laptops to a fucking sports bar to come over. Who just scored that touchdown? I go, why? I got him on my team. Fuck you. Go in the ladies' room and take a piss.
It's Jim Florentine and your calls, talking everything fantasy football.
Hey, Jim, what's the best way to keep up with your team while the game is on?
Nobody watches fucking football with a laptop open. Nobody. You have a fucking case of beer and some sandwiches, and you're talking about fucking getting a hand job from a stripper in the during a commercial from the night before.
Hey, man, you know all your listeners love fantasy football?
All right, I don't give a shit. No fucking manly men play fantasy football.
We aren't even sure why we hired him. It seems counterproductive.
And we're going to open our fucking laptops and our iPads, and we're going to have a draft. Who are you going to take? How about taking in the ass, you fucking homos, with your fucking fantasy football? It's just nerdness.
The Jim Florentine Show on SiriusXM's Fantasy Football Channel.
Go in the ladies' room and take a piss.
SiriusXM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
I see Tony Siragusa outside the studio.
We are now.
Yeah, let's go, Tony.
Sure,
What's up,
come
man?
on in.
What's the problem?
What the
Come
thing?
on in. Why not?
All right, Tony.
I'll tell you something. The guy that just picked me up. Are we on?
Yeah.
We're
The
kind of
guy that just
on.
picked me up, man. He smells like
shit.
Unbelievable. The big fat kid.
Roland.
I love that kid. Fat
kid.
The big myself when I back in the day.
Well.
He must like take showers in Febreze or something, man. The guy smells delicious.
Oh, he actually smells good.
Like
He
a
does.
candle.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
really good,
He always
man.
smells like a vanilla candle or something.
Yeah, Roland knows how to take care
It
of
was
himself.
good. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Yes,
you guys
Tony.
got some serious fans, man.
Oh, man.
Sorry about that.
Serious. What do you mean sorry about that? I
Well,
love it,
we were
man.
kind of bummed that you didn't come by the last.
Nah, listen. It was listen.
and our
totally-
fans kind of like they heard us. We
That
didn't.
was-
We didn't say to do that, but they heard what we were saying and said, "All right, we got."
No, listen, man. I listen. If I didn't have to go to Art Modell's funeral, I would have been right in here. But I had to go shoot down to Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's not around the corner. But
We knew
I
that,
love.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I hope they're listening right now. I love loyalty, man.
They're
I mean,
loyal.
you know what? Rip my ass. I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Give me some. You know, I didn't know how this whole deal was set up here at Sirius. Like you can go at 1 and you walk down the street and you can get Christian radio. I mean, you can go down
it's
there. And the
every-
guy's
yeah,
got
yeah.
You know, he's got like cowboy boots on.
We call
and
it
it's
the radio flea market.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, the radio flea market is a good,
Yeah, you just go
definition.
around. You need some socks.
You need
a poster for the wall.
You need
It's
a little
good.
sports. You go over there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
You need a little hip hop. Go across the hall.
Right.
Did you?
Yeah, but like 7 death threats from your crew is great.
Fucking assholes.
It was great.
They kind of scare us. To be honest
No,
with
man,
you.
they're tremendous, man. I wish I had fans loyal.
Most
like
of them
that, man.
are.
That's great. That's great.
Literally
do,
tremendous.
Yeah.
Did you do NFL radio this morning?
Yeah. It was. I told 2 stories, and we got to get out of there because they're real serious about sports and stuff. Not like me.
Why don't they fool around a little bit?
Yeah,
If
they
they
did.
got Tony Siragusa. You fool around a little bit.
yeah,
You can get back to the stats in an hour.
Yeah,
You got Tony right now.
No, we didn't really talk football at all. I don't really, football's great, but I don't really want to talk about it all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you done Mike Francesa?
No, not Mike yet. No.
Oh, Mikey's a trip.
He's fun.
Mike's good. Mike does.
Make sure you're wide awake when you do his show because he'll tire you out.
Yeah, he's very monotone.
No. He's over the top.
Is he really? On the radio, it sounds
Mad
like.
Dog you're talking about, right?
No.
Oh, you went with
Mike
Mike Francesa. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he fell asleep on the air recently. It's a great clip. Have you seen it yet?
Oh, it's fucking
And he's
hilarious.
denying that he fell asleep, which makes it even better. He will not admit that he fell asleep for like 30 seconds.
Did he really?
Yeah, it's a
On
great clip.
video.
He was getting a call in from one of those guys at the Yankee
Sweeney.
game somewhere, Sweeney Murdy,
Right.
And you could see he just zonks out, which is funny, but he doesn't know how to embrace it. He's denying it.
Yeah, you got to get one of your fans here to get him some crystal meth and pump him up a little bit. Come on, man, let's do it.
But the guy doesn't know how to laugh at himself because he's really fucking pissed that people are calling him out on it. The
Really?
clip's to your right a little bit if you want to just see real fast.
Let's see.
He's out cold right there.
They have games to win.
when he's
They have
talking.
the advantage of having one of the two teams.
Watch his head. Watch his head. It starts moving toward the ground.
Yeah, his head starts going.
Oh, he's going down, dude.
That's a guy that's sleeping, right, Tony?
Absolutely. I hope he's sleeping. I would go over and hit him with a paddle.
Yeah.
It looks like something stopped.
His producer says something in his ear, apparently.
Watch the
and he
wake up.
wakes
The wake
and
up is the best.
You could tell he was asleep by the way he wakes up.
Yeah.
His head's gone.
This guy he's talking to, Sweeney Murdy, that guy's probably putting
He's
him
bored,
to
I guess.
sleep.
Yeah.
The mic's by his ear now.
Yeah,
so I don't think
it's going past his eye as his jowls the only thing keeping him up.
Yes.
His head is almost out of frame.
Look at him. There he is.
Look at the eyes. What happened? Where am I?
He has no idea where he is right there.
He's trying to figure it all out. No.
What
He goes, what I do? He goes, what I do?
What happened? What did he say? Did he ask me a question? Oh, that's tremendous. Sleep radio.
Okay.
Change the name of the station.
Yeah, and Sweetie's used to that. People just nodding off as he's babbling.
In your humble opinion, he was asleep, right?
What do you mean humble? 100%. What do you mean? Am I betting on it?
But the guy won't admit it.
Why?
Just
Where is
admit
he?
it.
Let's go down there right now. Let's go ask him.
Well, the best part, Tony, then the fans took it upon themselves, and they're now pranking him with sleep jokes and shit, and that's making him even more mad. It's a whole thing that we've been exploiting on our show. How was Art Modell's funeral and all that?
It was. Ray Lewis got up and spoke, and a lot of people got up and spoke. The place was packed. It was. It was really. It was a great ceremony. Art Modell was a great guy. I've been getting it. And then last week too about him with Cleveland, and,
right,
and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well,
it
listen,
was a little rough how he left Cleveland.
Well, if you think about it,
to be fair,
yeah. Well, I played for both teams that moved. The Colts. If you look at the difference, okay. Bob Irsay when he left Baltimore, took everything. Took the logo, took the team name. They went through the workout complex and they took the hot tubs. I mean, they didn't leave the hinges on the doors. It was unbelievable. They just stripped everything,
right?
And they left. And they're just that was sort of like left a bad taste, and I think in Baltimore's mouth about they're just leaving taking everything. I mean, the Baltimore Colts had what history they had, everything, and then you look at Art Modell, and Art Modell came forward and he said, "Listen, I need a stadium." Now he's not like he doesn't own Microsoft or he doesn't own any other big company. Okay, football's is pretty much his only deal. So business wise, he had to go and he said, "Listen, I need a new stadium," and they just built a baseball stadium in Cleveland. And he's like, I need a stadium. We're going to build you a stadium. And the mayor, tell him all this stuff. And this is what I'm reading. I really don't know the true story, but this is what he's telling me. And he said, then they come out and they tell him they're going to build a stadium. And then they go and they say, well, we're going to put it off for a couple of years. We're going to build the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And that was sort of like a smack in the face. Like, hey, listen, man, I got the Cleveland Browns. This is a football stadium. I can't. He just went and built a new facility for all his training facility, and he says I can't survive. I can't survive with what's going on here. And he says I got to call your bluff, and told the mayor, listen, he's leaving. He's like he ain't going to leave. Right. And he packed up and he said exactly what he was going to do. I just thought that I like guys that go and say they're going to do something and get it done. We have too many guys in this country that go and they tell us that they're going to do something and never do it. They don't have a set of nuts on them. Right. So Art Modell had to look out for his family, business decision. But the one thing he did do, he gave them the indoor the facility. The whole brand new facility he just built. Left the Cleveland Browns name, left the logo, left everything that they had there, all the tradition in Cleveland. Says when your mayor decides to build a stadium and you guys get a new team, you're still going to be the Cleveland Browns. And he says, I'm going to start over fresh in Baltimore. But nobody ever talks about that. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a big, you want to talk about two different owners and two different kind of guys. Art Modell, in my eyes, he said he was going to do something, he did it.
I love what you just said, and I look on the instant feedback. Michael in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Fuck Art Modell.
Yeah.
I
listen,
mean, what you just said seems pretty logical.
I mean, listen, guys are going to go, and they're mad that they leave the team. I'm sure if the Giants left New York, or if, with all the history that they have there, people are going to be mad. And I totally understand it. I have nothing to do with Cleveland. I was never in Cleveland. I was in Indianapolis when Cleveland left. So it was like, but I just look at it from the outside. I mean, you want to see what kind of guy the guy is. That's what kind of guy Art Modell was to me. I mean, he would talk to us not only about football. I mean, he talked to you about anything. I mean, one story about Art Modell that I have in my book is I'm having my third child, and my wife's pregnant, and we have to go to training camp. Now, like my wife's ready to go, like any time. And I'm like at training camp in Baltimore. She's here in New Jersey, and I'm like, man, I'm worrying about her. And he came up to me and he drove up in his golf cart and he goes, "Goose, get in the car." I go, "Hey, Art, how you doing?" He goes, "So your wife's having your third?" I go, "Yeah." And she's almost ready. I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Listen, I want you to concentrate on football and what you're doing, because if your head's not here, you're going to get hurt, and I don't want that." He goes, "I chartered a helicopter, and it's down at the airport, and it's going to stay there as long as we're in camp. And as soon as your mother calls, as soon as your wife calls or your family member calls, we have a car waiting. We're going to take you right down there. You're getting on a helicopter. You're going to get back. You're going to make sure you're there for your child's birth." I mean, that's
right.
To me, that's a. I'm like, wow.
Now my question is this: did he get the helicopter ride, or
you know what? My wife lasted all the way till we broke camp, and I wound up. It was on Hard Knocks. My wife actually had the baby on my daughter Ava on Hard Knocks, and we went all the way to the end of camp. So the helicopter was there. He must have paid for it to be there, but never had to use it.
That's rich right there.
Yeah,
that's a lot helicopter waiting that you never use.
Wow. How much is it to fly somewhere? How much is it to just sit there for 3 weeks?
Sit there,
it was just a helicopter that doesn't work, and he was just hoping that you'd make it through camp.
I'll tell you what. Maybe he didn't have any fuel in it, no engine. But hey, he sold me. I'll tell you that. I must have been the biggest asshole ever.
That's funny.
How about you? Like, I was always I kind of stopped watching football for other sports, but I was a Cowboy fan for many years, and after from the mid '90s, Jerry Jones,
Cowboy like John Wayne or Dallas Cowboys.
I'm a big John Wayne fan.
He goes back with the Cowboys. This guy Jimmy loved the Cowboys.
Yeah,
for a long
I'm a childhood
time.
fan of them, and I just stopped liking them with Jerry Jones. It was like it just annoyed me so much that he allowed Jimmy Johnson to walk and was over-managing. What is it with these owners that are obsessed with being a part of the team and they can't just enjoy what it is they are?
Well, it's like this. It's all of a sudden you turn around and you're worth $1 billion. And all these guys on the field are getting all the attention, and all of a sudden, it's you want to get better looking. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you want to win, and I think guys don't get $1 billion because they don't have egos. I mean, if you look around the league, right, you don't get rich because you want to go. I think if we all wrote down, if I was to say, hey, listen, guys, all right, let's all write down what number we got to get to, and then we just say, all right, take care. Right. We're going to go on some island. We're going to go drinking. Let's go, cruise around the world. I mean, it probably wouldn't be $1 billion. It would probably, maybe 50 million be nice.
Oh, that'd be
50 million be nice, right?
Sure.
Even 30 million, right?
Nice.
Now, these guys get there, and then they really don't have to worry about anything, but they just want more and more and more and more and more, and it sort of becomes an obsession.
Right.
And, they want to go and they're the big guy in the ring, and you got 31 guys, 32 guys out there, and all of a sudden you want to go and be the best of that group. And, you're fighting against guys like Paul Allen who could just buy your state and tell you to leave, and it's I guess it's that kind of
that's a game we'll never understand.
Yeah. It's hard to comprehend.
It's money they'll never spend.
It's like none of them guys got to worry about where we eating tonight.
Right.
Somebody already planned that about a month ago.
But obviously, it's really important to have a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
on your belt. So
yeah, I mean, look at Dan Snyder. I mean, he'll do anything to win a Super Bowl. And you win a Super Bowl not just for bragging rights, because your team will be worth more money. I mean, at some point, I don't know. That's not me. If you read my book, that's not me.
It's called, by the way, let's promote it. It's called Goose, the Outrageous Life and Times of a Football Guy. And this is just your talking about when you played, or what else is in the book?
No, it starts off when I was a young kid and goes all the way to now, me on the sideline and doing man caves was on DIY Network. So it's a whole, long path. I mean, pretty much when I was younger, I was on a baseball team, and I thought I was pretty good, and my coach came to me, and, we're going to try out for the All-Stars, and I didn't make the team. And I thought I was pretty good, and I walked all the way home crying and stuff like that, and the fire sort of started in my stomach, and I was, pissed off. And they called me back a week later to come back on the team. And I wound up getting in the game. There was a couple guys on base. I wound up hitting a home run, and we wound up winning the game. I become the MVP of the team and everything like that. And that was sort of the start, going a little bit and all of a sudden hitting a block, a little bit of adversity. And then how do you get through that? And I coach little kids. I coach my son in football. So I try to pass on a lot of the information and things that have happened to me, because I think life is completely different now. I think kids, their parents are going to job interviews with them. It's completely different now than it was when I grew up. And I think if we don't tell people about how we grew up and the different things that happen, that they just think this is normal. I think they're all playing at PlayStation. And if they're losing the game, they go up and they hit the reset button. Well, in life, there's no reset button. Yeah, you're going to have a jerk off that's going to be right in front of you, and he's your boss, and you're going to have to deal with him, and then hopefully get good enough that he gets fired or you can move on.
So you don't like how sports is run, right? We talk about it on our show a lot, where they don't keep score, everyone has to play the mercy.
Well, I just think
rules.
I can't stand this trophy participation.
Everyone
trophy.
gets a trophy.
I mean, what is this?
I went home crying because we didn't get trophies when I was playing basketball. It made me try harder.
Oh, I'm on the board, and I'm like, we got to cut these trophies out for these kids. No, it's a participant. I'm like, listen, people.
It's stupid.
First of all, I wish it was like that every guy that got to the NFL got a ring that says, you're a world champion. But it just doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? You kill yourself.
You're setting them up for some
how about
tough days.
How about the guys who put in the extra time? How about the guys that go and do all the extra stuff? Don't go on vacation. They stay home. They work hard. They
go
do
to
what it takes. They play hard.
Summer, right?
They go to camps. They do all the extra stuff. They win the championship. And it doesn't really matter because the guy who didn't do nothing, he gets a trophy too.
Yeah,
you're sort of minimizing, the championship of the league. That should mean something.
Hard work and competition, it's down the shitter these days.
It's unbelievable. In my house, no. No. You listen, if you get a participation trophy, doesn't come in now.
Get it out of here.
My brother, my nephew plays football. He's pretty good too.
Yeah.
And I went out to see a game. He was maybe 10 at the time, and they were kicking ass. And all of a sudden, the whole team is off the field, and they put in the scrubs. I'm like, Scott, what the hell's going on? He goes, oh, when you're up by 30 points, you're not allowed to play offense anymore.
Well, I agree with that. At some point, because I think
But then those guys are going to kind of hold back. And not run up the score.
Yeah, but
I learned some serious life lessons when I got home after a big fucking
ass
beating
whooping
in sports.
Yeah, but I think that you got to understand, I think people have to go and the kids have to have a little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
And I think
Isn't that up to the coach, though, you think?
Well, I think, running up a score, I mean, what's the difference if you win by 30, if you win by 90? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you still won. But
it's just weird because in this case, maybe I didn't explain, then they would not play defense, let the other team score, so then they could get their guys back.
No,
in.
I understand taking the starters out.
Game.
No, you got to play the game still the same way. But I understand taking the starters out and putting the kids who maybe don't play as much.
This was more than that.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
I mean, listen, some of the rules they have.
Because even when we were growing up, if the score was being run up, you did take out.
Whatever
your guys.
happened to going and you have a beef with a guy and you go and say, all right, man, meet me outside or meet me in the parking lot, and you guys pound it out. One guy wins, one guy loses, and then you clean yourself up and you go home.
I bet you won a lot.
Yeah,
it's easy for you to say.
Let me tell you something. When I was younger,
we go out, I kick his ass, and then
but it's like now you got to call your attorneys. All right, listen, they're going to fight at 9. Make sure someone films it, puts it on YouTube, and
Tony,
it's unbelievable.
This is a good time for Anthony to tell his football fighting story.
All right, let's hear it.
Of course, I was. It had to be 5th grade. East Islip, Long Island, New York.
A lot of good football in Long Island now.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, you're going to find that out in a minute.
Well, there was the jock, one of the guys that really the gym teacher's pet kind of guy, and he was good at every sport.
That was me. Okay.
But his name,
making fun of me,
of course, was, no, yeah,
I'm only kidding.
But he didn't have the most masculine of names. His name was Norman. So I'd call him Norman, and he would beat the shit out of anybody. So I saw him around a corner.
His name was Norman, and he beat everybody up.
Yeah.
That should be illegal.
I know.
That should be illegal.
Well, I peeked around a corner, and I was like, hey, Norman, and one of his friends saw me and told him, and he goes, "Well, after school, I'm going to kick the
Just
shit
like
out
you
of you."
just said, Tony.
So I'm like, "Oh man, I'm just a fucking string bean of a kid," and he's, that, and so we square off, and I throw a punch. I hit him square on the forehead and break the ulna and radius, both bones in my forearm. Just fractured from punching him in his hard head.
Did he hit you? With a right? That was
yeah,
a right?
Then he hit me, and I was done. That was it. I spent the next 8 weeks.
Listen, dude, you got
in a cast.
you got a shot at it, bro.
I got a shot at it.
Wait to hear the punchline.
Well, if you know, the guy didn't like the name Norman. He went on to play football and stuff under the name, of course, Boomer. That's what Boomer Esiason.
He broke his hand.
I broke my hand punching Boomer in his big fucking Nazi-looking blonde head, and he beat the shit out of me.
And to this day, he enjoys the fact that he knows.
Oh, he talks about it all the time.
We've talked to him.
I'm gonna have to ask him about this.
He'll know. He'll know.
So he was a bully. So Boomer the bully.
Boomer used to go through the cafeteria and just grab kids' heads and put it by his ass and fart and just laugh. He was Biff Tannen. He was fucking Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. What are you looking at, butthead?
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. So I knew I didn't have a shot in hell.
I will never call him Boomer again.
It's Norman.
Please call him Norman.
I will call him Norman from now on.
So you could probably get away with it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I got some gas brewing. I might put his face down there my ass and blow one out. How's that?
Yeah, let him know.
Yeah, for back in the day. All right? This is from
for
Anthony.
That's for
There you
Anthony.
go.
Tony,
Slow Italian revenge.
What can you tell me about my Jets? Give me some hope.
The Jets.
What do you got on
Jets
the
are going to be
Jets?
okay. They're going to be all right.
think?
Yeah, I think
Sanchez looks shitty against
you
the
know
Steelers.
what? I think
Steelers good
that if you look at Week 1, you probably thought you were going to the Super Bowl,
Pretty
right?
damn
I mean,
happy.
you went. It's almost like a heartbeat. You were real high, and now you're real low. I think every team is going to have highs and lows, especially early in the season. But I think for if they stay healthy, things will be okay. Could I say, they're going to go to the playoffs? I can't say that. I mean, but you'd be like a moron if you did say that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Yeah, but could I say the Giants are going to go to the playoffs? No, I can't say that right now. I mean, they didn't look that great against Dallas.
No.
So it's like, let's see in week 4 or 5 what's going on. But, everyone's so hard on their teams right now. They want to kill each other. Like, it's crazy. But I think that, bringing Tebow in, I thought that's a positive for the team. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I think Sanchez, when he came in, it was like the golden boy. You bring him in there, you gave him everything. He had no one sniffing up his butt. I mean, I don't want to say anything, but it was now all of a sudden you bring Sanchez in and he pushes him a little bit more, and if he doesn't do good, Sanchez, Tebow's going to get in. So it's you need that. You need guys that you're competing against. I mean, you guys are competing every day, right? For time.
Not anymore.
No, you guys
used to, though.
You guys solidified the market, right? You guys cornered it.
We're done.
You guys cornered it.
We don't have to compete.
Oh yeah.
We kind of ruined radio, so we got rid of all our competition by ruining
the
business.
entire medium.
Right. There's no one left. I swear.
No shock jockery going on anymore.
I don't even know who we would compete against at this point.
But if you read in the book, there's one story that I wanted to bring up. Now that you talked about Norman, the book goes from that early time, me losing my father when I was 21, and sort of that whole thing, and then going through college and having some, blowing both my knees out in college, then not getting drafted in the NFL with 12 rounds, and then stories that happened to me in football, and there's stories like we were playing the Washington Redskins, and being in Baltimore, the stadium's like between the two cities, so we stayed in Baltimore, so we're at our hotel, we had the training table at night, so I wake up in the middle of the night, my stomach's absolutely killing me. I mean, I'm like I never really had stomach ache, the little stomach, but I'm talking like I can't even touch it, like it's that bad. So it's probably 4 or 5 hours before the game, so I tell the trainer, they get the doctor and they bring me down to the stadium and they take an x-ray and they said, listen, you're constipated, man. Your whole intestinal tract is full.
Oh,
right?
man.
So I'm like, this is like 4 hours before the game.
Right.
I'm like, what do we do here? What's my option? So he says, well, we can give you a laxative. I'm like, laxative 4 hours before a game?
Oh,
that shit
man.
really doesn't sound too good for me. What's option B? They said, well, we can give you an enema. And hopefully, release some of it and give you a little bit of relief. So I'm like, all right, let's do the enema. So now I'm thinking, they're going to have a nice enema, like from CVS, a nice real enema, like a red one, with a nice hose, different sprays at the end, like something comfortable. No, they don't have this. They get a saline bag, and they sort of they're looking around, and they really can't find like a hose to hook to the saline bag. So I guess one guy must have had it in a car, used as a siphon, like when he was stealing gas or something. So they come down, they hook this hose up. Now I'm looking at this hose, and it's really not the diameter that I'm really, thinking. Like, this is an enema hose. No, this looks more like a garden hose, okay? Right. So then they get the doctor, and the doctor comes over, walks over into the the little stalls there. And, the only guy that's there is our kicker, Matt Stover. And he's there, and he's like, and he knows what's going on. He's like, just, when it goes in, just, I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Okay? Don't talk to me. I'm sticking a hose in my ass. It's the last thing I want to do is have a kicker telling me what I got to do. Just shut your mouth, okay? So I go and the doctor comes in and he gets gloves on. I'm like, listen, dude, you're not shoving a hose up my ass. I'm going to do this myself. Just give me the hose, and I get some Vaseline, I put it on, and I slowly, slide it in, right? So he gets the bag, it's in, and he, starts squeezing the bag. And I'm like, oh, the pressure was, tremendous. So I go, I'm pull the hose out, and I'm, sitting there. I'm like, man, whew. Matt Stover once again. Just hold on as long. Shut your mouth. I'll kill you and your family. Shut your mouth. And I'm just sitting there. And I sit on the toilet. I'm like, I can't hold it anymore. I sit on the toilet and, all this pressure is released. And I look in. I'm like, oh, that felt good. And I look in the toilet, and it's like spring water. There's nothing. Oh, man. Not a raisin. Not like a gerbil ran by and quickly dropped like a little. Nothing. I'm like, nothing. So I go to my, now it's 3 hours, before the game. So I go to my trainer. I go, listen, we just took the enema, it's, because, that's salt water, it's going to loosen things out. I'm like, nothing happened here, dude. My stomach's still bothering me. Well, I didn't put enough in, the doctor goes. I'm like, oh, you didn't put enough in. So they go and they make another one. So now I'm pissed. Now the players are starting to come, and the coaches, everyone's starting to get ready. So I go in, put the hose back in there, and he squeezes half the bag in. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. This is not good, So I'm sitting, I'm trying to hold it. Matt Stover once again, trying to hold it a little longer. I'm like, I'm going to kill everybody in your neighborhood. Just shut your mouth, dude, okay? So I go, and I sit back down, and whoosh, that water shoots out of my ass. And I'm like, oh, I look in the toilet, and there's maybe the size of a peanut. Maybe a peanut. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, how could nothing come out? Yeah. What is going on here? So now I'm pissed. I get a towel. I wipe myself up, everything like that. I walk over. I got my jock strap on. And I walk over to the trainer. I said, this is bullshit, man. You made me take 2 enemas, this and that. So now the coaches come up, because you got to deactivate players before the game. You bring 50, and then they go down to a lower number. And I go, this is not... no, this is not working. He's like, well, there's nothing else I can tell you. So the coach is going, listen, you're going to play? We need you. You got to. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play. So I get a painkiller. I chew a painkiller up. And I'm like, God damn, this is unbelievable. So the coach tells me, I told him I'm going to play. So I look over, and the offensive linemen have their shoulder pads on a chair, and they're all putting carpet tape on the shoulder pads, because then you put your jersey on, so guys can't grab your jersey. Right. It won't pull away from your, from the carpet tape. So I said, oh, that's an idea of mine. So I get 3 or 4 strands of carpet tape. I stick them together. I squat down, and I put them between my ass cheeks, and I tape my ass cheeks together, right? So I'm like, man, I gotta stop this shit from coming out. You know what I'm saying? So I got my ass cheeks all taped up. Now I walk over to my locker. I look in the locker, and I'm like, you got to be shitting me. We have a lot of different uniforms. That particular day, we're wearing a white jersey and white pants. So now I'm like, this is bullshit, right? So I walk over to the trainer. I get my pants on. I'm like, I can't even pull my belt tight. I go, listen, dude, if at any time, at any point, you see me laying on the field on my back, don't you friggin' dare turn me over. Okay? You get a stretcher. You put me on the stretcher. You get me off the field, you get me a fresh pair of pants, some powder, so I can clean myself up a little bit, and then get me back out. But, this could be the most embarrassing day of my life if you turn me over and I have a big-ass brown spot. And we're playing on turf, too. It's not like, So, being terrified about shitting your pants on national television in an NFL game is something that I think, everybody should experience.
What happened?
Let me tell you something. Afterwards, nothing ever came out. Okay, luckily, the tape worked pretty good. But being Italian, I got some hair down there. That shit wasn't happy coming off. I'll tell you that. And
you get it off. Did you just go 1, 2, 3?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. But only 2 pieces came out. I still had another one real close to the sphinx. You know what I'm saying? It was. So anyway, we go and afterwards I go in. I just sit on the toilet, and man, the toilet flushed by itself. I didn't even have to flush. Did you ever have that happen?
No.
I mean, it just goes. And you're
Yeah, it
like,
was
man,
one of the
did somebody-
automatic ones.
Was somebody in here in the stall with me and like hit the lever? Like
Right.
nothing, And I sat on the toilet for so long that I don't know if you guys ever experienced this. My legs went numb.
Yeah.
Like when you're like reading Playboy or something like that, probably, Anthony? Yeah,
Call
right?
it newborn fawn.
Yeah.
When you stand up and you're all
Yeah, like someone hit your
shaky.
legs with Novocaine, and you're like, it's all, like there's ants running all over your legs and stuff. And the team left. I had to take a cab back because I was on the toilet for like probably an hour 45.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I went out, met some guys in the parking lot, tailgated, drank some beers, and I got back home. It was good.
It's got to be pretty cool.
You're obviously a good storyteller.
No,
You
I
really are.
struggle.
Did you do anything in theater or any of that shit?
I did 25th Hour with Spike Lee. I was in that
Growing up,
movie.
yeah.
I did. In high school, I was like in the plays and stuff. But
Right.
it's I've done a lot of radio. A lot of radio. When I was in Indianapolis, I had like 3 or 4 shows there, and we would go and. It was pretty funny. So there was 98 Rock or something like that, and this guy was like, I'm like, listen, I want, something, whatever it was, in Indianapolis, and he's like, listen, I got a time slot to, and it was like the worst slot ever. Like no one listens, right? So I had a roommate of mine from Boston, Eddie Toner, who's a funny bastard, man, and he was playing fullback, and so I'm like, come on, Ed, we'll go, we'll go on the radio, we'll fill an hour, then after that we'll promote like a Monday Night Football show. I'll cut a deal. I cut a deal with some place, some sports bar, and we'll shoot up over there.
Nice.
Well, we get on, and now we're 1-15 that year, and I got people calling me, and they're like, we saw you guys all looking at the cheerleaders' asses. You guys don't want to fucking play nobody. Like they're ripping us, right? So now I said, you know what? This is an opportunity to get back at some of the guys. So we had a general manager, Bob Turpinning. And he was a pain in the ass, and but Eddie couldn't stand the guy, hated him, and he and they would never like play Eddie, like he would play like sporadically. So Eddie would go like in the other room. And I would like, all right, we're going to take a caller tonight. And I go, and Eddie would disguise his voice. Yeah, this is Joe from Smithville. And, what's up with that fat bastard Bob Turpinning? The shit's just piling over his belt. He's got to play that one guy, that fullback that no one knows. Eddie Toner, that guy's unbelievable. He's a jerk off. And we'd have to beep him out, And we would just rip the guys, So no one in the complex would bother us. Now, this came, we were like the #1 show in the area.
Nice.
Like, people would call in. The calls would be astronomical. Listen, don't, they would say, this girl has a chlamydia. Don't date this cheerleader. They would be all kinds of, like sort of your kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so we built that up, and then we went to the radio show, and then Bob and Tom's station, another radio station. They're like more real mellow. Took us on. I went on that show, and then when I went to Baltimore, I had my own show also, like on a Monday night, and we actually did it in a live venue, and I actually told that the story about me almost taking a shit, like in front of like 2,000, 1,500, 2,000 people, and it was.
They must have loved it.
Yeah, it was great. Because listen, these are things that happen.
Yeah,
and that's what the book's like. I don't really hold back. And these are experiences that happened to me, and there's some coaches that I couldn't stand. Guys that I saved in there. We in college had a guys that weren't. They were just phony balonies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I
you call them out on it.
I call them out a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm still in this. I don't really try to make myself look good by calling other guys out. I'm not that kind of guy.
Right.
But if
just
you were
set
an
your
asshole,
record straight.
yeah, just put it out
Did
there.
you want to retire, or was it like your body told you had to? Or were you like, I'm done?
When you play in the NFL, you come in and you're like, you're cock strong. Like when you first get there, you go, you're a little sore on Monday, but there's, by Tuesday you're fine, And then like 3 or 4 years in the league, Tuesday you're still sore a little bit, and then Wednesday it's like, you get 8 years in the league Wednesday, then third, then all of a sudden you come to a point where you're not really recovering. Like, like I'm sure like people have been in car accidents and you get like that soreness. I mean, you're like that sore all week, and it's like, you can't really practice and all this other, and it gets to a point where like, you're like, man, I'm still sore on Saturday. Like this isn't,
oh wow.
And playing 12 years, and I was a nose guard and played, got, every day you're pounding. It just got to the point where I knew I was done, and my kids were getting older, and I wanted to throw my son a baseball. I didn't want to, somebody else teaching him how to throw a baseball or throw a football. So it was important to me to like we said earlier in the show, I wrote down a number, I'm happy where I'm at. Yeah. Could I have made more money? Yeah. But, health and money, I'll take health. You know what I'm saying?
Was it depressing though? 'Cause I'm always amazed, like for
Yes.
athletes, what you first do, because it's such a high profile life, and then all of a sudden you just kind of just.
Well, I think when you talk about football, it is a lot different than every other sport because it's you go and you say, okay, I'm done. That's it. We're not going to play anymore. And you never put a helmet on again. Like you put a helmet on every day or shoulder pads or something. You know, that's your uniform. That's like you guys coming and it's almost like you guys going and saying, hey, listen, okay, radio is I'm done doing radio. And you could never come back to it. Like you could come back to radio. Like if you take a couple years off and you want to start radio again, you could always come back. But football, you never are able to come back to that.
You know,
sport.
I never thought of that because when other athletes retire from other sports, they could kind of still play the
some
sport.
golf, play a little
but
basketball.
But you could also play baseball if you want.
Play softball if you're a baseball player, right?
Well, Jordan was playing basketball, pickup games and shit, but I never thought about that. Football guys, why would you ever put on another helmet if you're
Absolutely, and especially defense.
Right.
You know, offensively, if you were like a receiver or a quarterback, you can go out and throw the ball a little bit. But
right.
You need offensive guys out there in order to play defense.
Yeah.
You can't practice defense without an offense. Like, it's like, you know, so.
You've been out of the league a while now, right?
Yeah, like 11 years.
10 or 11 years, I was going to say.
What was pretty crazy is, you know, my son, he's.
You look like a young guy, though.
I am young. I'm 45.
So you retired at 35, 34?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you do that? Yeah. Most people don't even know what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, 16 knee operations. It was, you know, it was pretty beat up, man. Pretty beat up.
Do you feel like the football players? Because the one who was the player that I think he had all these concussions and he shot himself, but he said he left his brain because he wanted them to study it.
Yeah, Junior Seau.
Do you think that the NFL did they take care of guys right, or was he maybe just had some other stuff going on?
Well, there's a lot of lawsuits going on right now with concussions and how the NFL is taking care of guys, but that was a tragic thing. I mean, Junior was a great guy. It was just you know, no one could really, you know, all the players were like mesmerized if you knew him, just, you know, why he would do something like that, and it wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't.
Wasn't there another player did it too, not long ago? I want to say it wasn't. I know Junior was more recent, but there was a guy a couple of years ago. I don't remember what his name was, but he was the one who I thought purposefully shot himself in the heart. So
that was Junior Seau.
Oh, it was Junior.
Yeah. Because everyone was wondering if you want to commit suicide, you shoot yourself in the head.
Right.
And he just shot himself, and people were, you know, coming out saying, "Oh, it's because he wanted to get his brain studied for the concussions and this and that." But you know. A lot of problems with the concussions, but you know what? I think technology has gotten better. You know, you don't see as many concussions. I mean, I'll tell you something. The NFL, the speed of the NFL is ridiculous. Like, if you're ever on the field,
it's horrifying. When
fast.
When you're lucky enough to sit, you know, close to the action, it's horrifying.
It is.
You guys are running full speed at each other.
The collisions are like
unbelievable,
ridiculous. And you know what? And coaching young kids, I get so many parents, and all of a sudden their son, you know, gets a little headache or he's got a concussion. No, he doesn't have a concussion. Everybody wants to say they have a concussion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kids are not moving as fast as they move in professional sports. But, you know, not to say that you need to take all the precautions for it, but, you know, I think it's really hurting the sport because, you know, are the numbers. My brother's down at Tom's River, my brother Elio, and he, you know, he coaches down there, and he sees the numbers getting lower. My brother Pete is in Kenilworth, and he sees his numbers getting lower. So we're always talking, and it's really the game of football is changing really, really rapidly. And it's the NFL has got to go and take, you know, those younger kids and try to gain some confidence back in the parents so they, you know, send their kids out there to play the game.
Who put the most brutal hit on you that you've ever taken? Who would you say was the guy you just dreaded having to face?
Who was the fullback at Tennessee? Nick, you remember? Lorenzo Neal. Yeah, Lorenzo Neal. Thanks, my guy. He knows everything because short-term memory loss, all the concussions. Lorenzo Neal actually against the Tennessee Titans in the first quarter. I went down and had my head down and actually got paralyzed from the neck down. Yeah, and I felt like there was somebody on top of me, and I kept screaming. Bill Tessendorf was our trainer. I'm like, get off me, Tess! You know, somebody's on me. And everyone's going, no one's on you, dude. No one's on you. And this is like a couple weeks after, you know, that shit story I told you, and I'm laying there, and they had to come out with a stretcher, and they rolled me over, they put a neck brace on. It was like the scariest thing that ever happened to me in my life. Like, I don't really get scared about anything. I've had guns in my mouth. I've had, you know, a lot of things happen to me that really didn't bother me. Like, listen, dude, it's going to be quick. If he's going to shoot you, it's going to be quick, but being paralyzed and having someone wipe your ass for the rest of your life, I mean, that's something that bothers me.
Especially an active guy.
Yeah, you know, so I'm laying there, and I came in, and you know, my mom wasn't there, and I always would, you know, as long as I played the game, it would always be like I'd have to raise my hand for my mother to go and say, hey, listen, you know, he's all right, you know, because I was worried about your mom. You know, your mom, you only got one mom, so. And So my brothers were there, and they came down to the field, and the field is completely silent. There was 70,000 people, 60,000, whatever it is, and I go off, and it felt like, like when you hit your funny bone, and like everything goes numb. That's how I was from the neck down.
Holy
So it was like, man, this is not good, and I'm like almost like crying up, and I'm like on the back, they get me in the stretcher, and they're taking me in the tunnel. And I told you I was telling that radio story, and as I'm going in the tunnel, and one of the guys yells out, he goes, "He ain't hurt, he just shit his pants," and I wanted to get the guy the finger, but they get me inside, and they start cutting, like they want to cut my pants off. I'm like, oh, don't cut my pants off, because I'm just starting to move my hands a little bit. Like I'm like, you're so focused in on the game and your adrenaline's going so much. Now I got to start focusing on, like, I got to move my hands, dude. I got to walk. I got kids, man. And I'm starting to move, and he's like, listen, and I sit up, and I'm just starting to move. My brothers are like, don't get up. I'm like, I'm going to be all right. I'm like, I got to go back out. My brother goes, are you out of your mind? You're not going back out. And the doctor's like, there's no way. I'm like, listen, what do I have to do to go back out? And they're like, you got to go get an MRI. I'm like, well, fire up an ambulance. They back an ambulance down the tunnel, and they're getting me a couple police escorts, and we shoot over to the hospital. And, getting an MRI is not really designed for guys my size. So, like, Ant, you, string bean, you would slide right in. You know what I'm saying? Like a nice, it's, but me, I'm like, so I had to put my hands over my shoulders. So I went in there, I got an MRI, they got me out, and they said my spinal cord actually hit the side of the spine. Wow. And it was like almost like an actual, the guy said it, almost like, your funny bone, like, you hit your nerve. And I was really weak from the neck down, and I'm like, all right, listen, I got to go back. So I went back, and the doctors went, and they cleared me, like maybe about 8 plays before the first half. I don't know how I did it. I got my stuff back on, and I ran out of the tunnel, and I told the coach I had to go back in, because I told him, if I don't go back in, I'll never play this game again. That was the year we won the Super Bowl.
Is that the reason? Because I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, it was.
You had to get
I was
right
so scared, that if I didn't go back in, I know I would have said, hey, listen, I've had enough.
If you had time to think about it would have got.
Yeah, but I went back in, and it was probably the worst game I ever played, because I had no strength. Like after you hit your funny bone, you have no strength.
Yeah,
It's like weight,
like rubber.
And I'm like trying to playing against Bruce Matthews, and I'm like trying to lock him out and make plays, and they kept putting me in and out just to get my confidence back. But it wasn't a great game for me, but I still had the confidence of playing back. Like I can get back to this game.
Scary shit.
They're telling us we have to wrap Tony because he has other press, I guess. The Iraq is saying,
I'm going to miss you guys.
No, you got live
man.
TV with Boomer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that what you're doing, Boomer?
Let's plug the book real quick, because it's called Goose, The Outrageous Life and Times of a Football Guy. Tony Siragusa, you're really an entertaining guy, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
absolutely.
it.
I'm so glad we worked it out, for real.
Yeah, I'm happy
we'll tell
I
the
was able
listeners
to come
leave
back.
you alone.
And sorry about that, No, listen, tell them guys to call me. You're all jerk-offs. All right? Kiss my ass.
I want to hear the gun in the mouth story next time you come back.
yeah, definitely.
Listen, love to come back, man.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
I'm around. Yeah, you guys are cool.
Cool. Tell Boomer I want a rematch.
All right. Norton, right? Norman.
Yeah.
Norman.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys later, man. Thanks a lot.
man.
Appreciate it.
Tony Siragusa, everyone.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Really liked Tony Siragusa.
Yes.
I want to thank the fans. They made that happen. We were kind of bummed that we felt like we felt like we got blown off at the time, and then he actually explained himself because the listeners reached out, and then he comes in. He says, "Hey, man, I'll come in. Yeah, of course I will," and he did, and he was fun to listen to.
He's a very entertaining guy.
Yeah,
like he's one of those big Italian guys who just dominates a room. Like we all like. Were you in L.A. with me when? Or was one of you guys there when there was that big Italian guy from New York in the pool at the...
Oh, I think I was there.
Maybe it was you, the big guy just entertaining everybody.
Yeah.
He was like the big, loud Italian that
just work in the room.
Yeah. Well, West Coast people love those guys.
Right.
Yeah.
They love those guys because there's no one like that out there.
No.
A couple things after the interview. We were all taking pictures, obviously.
Sure.
I took a picture of Tony and his books, get some Instagramming going, and I checked my picture, and I got photobombed by Chip. It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my better photo
It's
bombs.
so fucking
It's a
good.
really good photo bomb. And then I fucked up Travis. I think I put the book right in front of his fucking face when he was getting his picture.
Oh no, he's a big fan.
He's a big fan of Tony because he's a Ravens fan, right? And then what was the other thing? Oh, we were talking to him a little bit before he left, and he goes, "Were you the guys that did that thing in the mall at Short Hills? I was there that day." And he was talking about the homeless shopping spree.
Yeah, the stinky people in the fucking mall.
And he's like, "That was fucking hilarious. You guys got to do that again." I'm like, "Well,
well, I don't think. Nah.
I go, Tony, we've been trying for 3 years, and know what he said? He goes, "They fuck up everything, don't they?" So
Yes,
even in his
they
world,
do.
he understands that. But he goes, "Yeah, I was there." With those smelly bums and your listeners. You guys are crazy. How many people were there? I said there were thousands.
Yeah, you're probably a couple thousand.
At least a couple thousand.
Yeah.
2006 was Short Hills Mall?
Yeah.
It's almost that time of year again to try to get this to work.
It won't happen.
You think they'll suggest the empty Costco again?
Yeah. An empty Costco to give the
That was an
homeless-
alternative to our great promotion that worked year after year. Guys, good news. We could do the homeless shopping spree. Oh,
really? Where?
Okay.
What mall will we be holding?
No,
that at?
not at a mall.
Oh, really? Okay.
A Costco.
Oh.
But
wow.
we were still in at that point, like, Costco, all right, but
Well.
it's big, and there's a lot of different things they could buy there. All right, all right, I'm willing to listen.
Yeah.
We're going to do it before they open. And we're going to, get about 100 of your listeners.
Don't you know what the homeless shopping spree is supposed to be?
I laughed openly in someone's face. I don't feel like mentioning his name today. And he got really mad. I'm like, of course I got to laugh at you. This is, and it wasn't the radio wizard, by the way. It was the sales guy. I'm like, of course I'm going to laugh at you. This is
That's
stupid.
stupid. The whole idea is to make people uncomfortable.
And surprise.
Yeah.
The element of surprise, not to organize it and have it before Costco
No.
opens. Who the fuck would listen to that show?
We're not doing it to help the homeless.
Right.
Wait, you don't think anybody
to hurt the other people?
You don't think anybody would enjoy that show?
Oh
No.
God! Imagine that.
Jesse Joyce is just waiting out there. I don't know why. He should be. That's him, right?
Yeah.
So he should come in, I think, right?
Okay, have them bring him in.
Sure.
Yeah, Jesse Joyce.
Invite
very
him
funny
in.
guy. Hey, Jesse.
How you doing, man?
Good to see you, brother.
Hi, buddy.
Jesse Joyce in studio.
How you doing, guys?
Good.
Playing
Not too bad.
Playing Nut Street Comedy Room in Wilmington, North Carolina this weekend.
I am indeed. It's a lame name for a comedy club, isn't it? Sort of.
Most
All
of them
comedy
suck.
clubs, pretty stupid names.
I'm trying to think of one I like.
Well, the irony about that place is that it's actually on Nut Street. Like,
Oh, is that
like
it?
it's kind of like they went out of their way to like, we're not going to do what other clubs do and like name
Yeah.
it something lame. They're like, just what street are we on? It's like Banana Fart Drive.
Yeah,
It's
we
like,
tried to get the place on Zany Avenue, but God damn it, couldn't close the deal.
It would be even better if it was a place that cured testicular cancer.
Jesus.
Wow, I didn't even know there was a club in Wilmington. Oh, North Carolina. I'm thinking Delaware. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've ever.
That's like a big. They shoot a lot of TV shows there now.
Why?
In Wilmington? I don't know. Like they got some tax break.
Oh,
or
I know
something,
why.
so-
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the filming is leaving New York because they just can't afford that shit.
They do that.
Yeah.
So they go to Toronto and make believe it's New York City.
That's ridiculous when
I
that
hate
happens.
when they do that, especially when you're a New Yorker. You're like, this is so.
Like,
not
oh, look
New
at the
York.
skyline.
Right.
What?
Pittsburgh gives tax. Kevin Smith shoots a lot in Pittsburgh because they give a huge tax break. It's just smart.
Right.
Well, I grew up in Pittsburgh, and like nobody would know what Pittsburgh geography looks like. But prior to this movie break that they got, like, do you remember that movie, The Stigmata? Remember that
Oh,
one?
yeah.
That's supposed to be set in Pittsburgh, but they shot it in Vancouver,
Oh,
which is
really?
like 19 times the city of Pittsburgh. So it's fucking ridiculous looking. Like they're on their massive subway system and everything. You're like,
they
what?
don't
There's
have
not
that.
even an underground in Pittsburgh. What the fuck are you talking about? It's bizarre.
It is funny when they change the land. Like there's one thing that's always annoyed me about Independence Day, and that was
One thing.
What's that?
One thing.
Well, I mean,
Where do you want to begin?
I should say the first thing I hated about Independence Day was when they're showing the down view of the city falling apart, and they show the Empire State Building like at the end of a block, and it doesn't come at the end of a block. It's on
Yes.
Fifth Avenue. It's like
You're
it doesn't.
absolutely right.
There's no way to see the Empire State Building like that.
You can't look down a block and see at the end of it the Empire State
I
Building.
don't think
It's
so.
not
No,
the-
but
you're
that
right.
fucking view annoyed me so much because I know New York geography.
Yeah, he just picked up on those
David. David, my son, David. He
That
didn't
annoyed
know
me
you
more.
were-
Say that bothered you more than Judah, the guy who talked like the Holocaust?
Ultra Jew. Yeah. Oh my God, my son David, he saved you. My David.
Do you think he was a little Jewish stereotype?
Yeah, it was a bit
So over the top,
It was a
man.
bit over the top.
Hey, I just happened to be behind you when you're walking down the hall, and you said to roll, and I was eavesdropping. Or is it? Yeah, eavesdropping.
Eaves.
Yeah,
in the eaves of the building.
Eavesdropping.
That's where you would go in the attic and let me listen down the eaves.
I never knew the etymology of that. That's
Yes,
interesting.
it's an eavesdropping.
I like eavesdropping because it's kind of easy. You're just not really trying to hear
Well, that's
shit.
true.
Yes.
That's how I
they say
rationalize it because I don't know the proper word.
That's how they've bastardized it in the black community.
All right, eavesdropping.
I've been eavesdropping and shit.
And I heard you tell Roland, hey, did the guys have Damien Echols in here yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the only reason I bring that up, I guess, are you...
I'm fascinated by that dude.
You are.
And
no
I
shit,
like.
right?
I had, this coming up, and I was listening to you guys like yesterday, and I heard you plugging that he was going to be here, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
that
wrong
he was
day,
going to be here
shit.
like today.
Yeah.
The day like I show up is like the most interesting person of the 20th century, and then fucking dick joke salesman Jesse Joyce, It was like, oh, what a fucking awful day to show up.
It was-
the day that
It was a
You say yes or yeah.
It was a really good interview.
I'm
Holy
sure.
fuck, that
I
guy.
listened to part of it.
Me and Jimmy were talking on the way home. We didn't talk about this yet on the air. A couple times he was really close to crying. And I said to Jimmy, I think the reason is because he hasn't really done a long-form interview like that. You know?
Right, you do different. He probably does shorter ones, and the long form ones he's done.
You start thinking a little more if you're him.
Well,
you
they've been
know?
by TV people, and they're just in a different mindset. They're
Right.
not. I don't know, but I think that we had a very comfortable conversation with
Absolutely.
him. And he loved it. He was twittering
Yeah,
how
he
much he
felt a
loved
lot more comfortable here.
He said it made it easier to talk about hard things, and I would love. We're gonna have him back
Yeah,
in
'cause
December
we
if you
were
want to come
goofing.
back.
Oh, great. Because I was wondering, like, if, like, off air, if he's kind of a haunted person.
Yeah.
He's a little intense, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come see us after your next murder.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, fuck, shit.
Do you have any other pending homicides you'd like to plug?
Well, we're
gonna
getting, we got career advice from him, though.
You did?
We're
What?
thinking we got to commit some kind of crazy fucking thing, get in jail, but make
Right.
it look like we didn't do it. I mean, I know we didn't do it, but I'm just saying for this stupid story. And then all the celebrities will fucking embrace us.
That's what happens. That's how you get that celebrity.
We've been at this a long time. We've never met Eddie Vedder or fucking Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
No.
The dudes, the Northern Irish guys in the 70s, Paul Hill, he ended up marrying a Kennedy because of that.
Because of the.
You ever talk about the movie in the Name of the Father?
Yeah, the
With
whole
Daniel Day-Lewis?
IRA thing. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. They got put in jail for 20 years. They didn't do it.
Right.
And they got out.
and then you get out and become, you get to hang
Then
out
you
with
marry a
celebrities.
Kennedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
Dude,
righteous.
Jimmy, you love celebrities.
Yes,
You've had
I
your
do.
photos taken with
I
big
do
stars.
very much.
Yeah.
Would you do 18 years in jail, knowing on the other side you're going to be friends with Johnny Depp?
No.
You sure?
I'd do a week. Johnny Depp. I'd do a week.
I think you would do a year for Johnny Depp.
No. I would do. The most I would ever do is like 6 months, and that would only be if De Niro and Pacino fought for me together,
Right,
and then
that's
Nicholson
true.
wanted to jump on. I could hang with those.
Oh,
No.
yeah, you got to do 6 months.
You'd be in during like fucking ass rape week. That would be like, well, we're just gonna fuck the newbies, the new fish.
When I came in, they would really think that it was like a gift from the warden.
Oh my God, hairless Jimmy comes in.
Yeah.
All I know
All
from
doughy.
all I know about prison is what I've seen in Shawshank. It seems like everything is ass rape week, isn't it?
Yeah, just it's always ass rape week.
We didn't ask
52 ass rape weeks a year.
I think he got raped, and he talked about it in the second documentary, and I forgot to ask him next time, because I think he said for a year he got raped
Oh,
repeatedly.
my God.
It came up, and then finally, I don't know how it got stopped.
And it's just so hard to ask someone about.
I was going to say, how would you actually ask someone?
We all
broaching
kinda,
that prison rape
we
subject.
all knew that we heard the stories, but not one of us was brave enough to go, by the way.
That's easier.
I see you're sitting, so that's a good sign.
Good sign.
That's easier in a one-on-one. Like if you're just talking to somebody in a small studio
Or a shower. Yeah, it's always easier one-on-one.
That's an easier
Fight as
question
much.
to ask without a room full of guys and a wife. Like his wife was sitting right
Oh,
there.
yeah. Okay.
So it's like you don't want to.
Oh,
you
I'm
know,
sure.
I'm sure she knows, but
Oh, how do you go about that? Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, American History X, you see that scene, that prison rape scene?
yeah.
With
little
Edward
unrealistic,
Norton in there. Yeah, it was unrealistic, the whole setup. But it's like, I stop it right before that part. That's a great movie.
It's a pretty monumental day in your life. Like you would think maybe like I wonder if like you'd mark the anniversary years later. You know, like oh today's the day.
I bet you'd remember it. It's like oh fuck, it's August 10th.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
it was fucking rape. Like
that you can't be around a broom all day long.
The day that haunts him the most is the day he was supposed to be killed. What was it, May 5th, I think he said?
His original execution
1990.
Yeah, the original
94,
execution date.
Yeah, 94.
So you start thinking about it like, boy, I wasn't even supposed to be around after this.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
They had a day for him. He was supposed to go around May 5th, I want to say
94, I think, was
94?
the original, was the trial, and then, I mean, you're familiar with the case. They really are. We had Jason Bowman in one time, too. Jesse doesn't do press, I don't think. He's the retarded one.
Oh, for your rape day, your relatives get you a big chocolate log cake. Just looking at horrified.
Or a bunny, or an Easter bunny, but it's got tears coming down its face. it's looking down at the ground because it's ashamed.
Yeah, it's just very ashamed. And the one little floppy ear is down because she's sad.
When you get it, the bottom is chewed out.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Rape Easter candy.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know much about this Jesse Joyce. I know he's killing right now for us.
Oh, hey, that's sweet of you. Thanks. Well, I know Jim for years.
Yeah, Jimmy highly recommended that he
nice
come
of
on
you.
our show.
Thanks, buddy.
Roast writer guy.
Yeah.
You know, you've written a lot of material for a lot of people that have done very well on the roast.
Well, thanks. Yeah. I was like really tight with Geraldo. We toured around together for years, and I was his opener, and then I wrote all the stuff with him on the roast for years.
He was stand out as far as roasts go. He was the guy, man. When he came up, it was like, oh, good, okay.
Well, he was the best to write for, too. Like, I kind of got, like, sort of spoiled in the beginning, like, you know, because I was under his tutelage. That's how I started writing for roasts, was just working with him. And, and he was just game for anything, you know? And we were close enough that I could argue in jokes that I was like, God damn, this is funny, trust me. Even if he didn't like the joke, he'd still do it because he respected my opinion.
And I'm sure you never went like, see, that fucking worked.
Half the time it crushed, and the other half the time he was fucking totally right not to have done it, but he did it anyway, you know? But which is like a huge difference from writing for Larry King, who's just...
Oh, man, how do you do that?
Did you write for Larry King?
Yeah, well, it's like the year that Greg died.
Wow.
The year Greg died, like he died, and then the next roast was the Trump roast, and they kind of didn't... Because I was sort of a separate entity. Like Greg and I were a team, so I wasn't like officially on the roast staff, so they kind of grandfathered me into the staff, but didn't know where to put me. So for the first year, I was like writing for Larry King and Donald Trump, and it was the fucking worst because like
how do you do that?
Larry King's assistant is vetting everything for anti-Semitism, you know. And
my God.
Totally. And then like you know,
a roast.
He insisted on doing like jokes, like your grandpa's like two guys walk into a doctor's office. Like he wanted to do that shit at a roast, and it was a disaster. And then you know Donald Trump was such a fucking d-bag.
Was he?
I've met him twice, and he's the worst person I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
Both times. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because, like, what he would... Well, the first... I was writing for Joan Rivers for this... she did this show years ago called How'd You Get So Rich? Do you remember that happening? It was on TV Land. It's like a... It was like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, but she was a cunt, you know? Like, so she'd go to millionaires' houses and make fun of them, really.
Oh,
is what
okay.
the-
I
That's
remember
cool.
that
So
show.
I'd follow her around. I'd go to the house, and then I would just pitch her jokes off camera. Like
Did you
that
steal
kind of
shit?
stuff.
Oh, wow.
No, but Mrs. Fields, do you know Mrs. of the cookie lady?
Yeah.
Like, because it was all new money people. It wasn't like old money. It was people who like made their money in a weird way. Like the guy who invented the Snuggie and the dude who owns the Hawaiian Tropic brand, who has the fucking tackiest house of all time, by the way.
Why?
What
Makes it tacky? I got to slow you down a little bit because there's too much going on here that I want to
I bet it's all
I talk
fucking
really fast.
towels
it's
and
fine.
surfboards and palm trees.
What makes it
and-
tacky?
And like nude statues, but not like classy, like neoclassical nude statues, like slutty fucking plastic stripper statues, like with jugs of water, like just this hacky awfulness, and like murals of people going down on each other. Like it's just fucking stupid.
Sounds great.
Yeah. And,
There's no art whatsoever.
Yeah, it's
attached to it.
Yeah, it's but it's like a nice house. So it's like you put a strip club in a mansion. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's what it looks like. And so anyway, so Mrs. Fields, who is extremely hot, by the way. I don't know if you ever saw her.
Really?
Pop her up there, Sam.
Look up Mrs. Fields. She's shot. She looks like Kathy Ireland, which you would think she'd be like a grandma type, and
yeah,
I thought she was
lady.
black for some. I don't know why I thought
No, that's
that.
Famous Amos.
No, I
you
know that.
fucking cookie racist.
Hey, that's her. Let me see
that's Mrs. Fields.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I'd love to eat her
Mrs.
ass.
Fields.
Yeah, she's
tastes
amazing.
like fucking chocolate.
But she
chip.
like made us cookies.
Oh,
Is she the original?
Yeah, that's the Mrs. Fields. Yeah.
How?
Not a
She-
figurehead.
They kind of kept her face off, like I think because nobody would have bought cookies from a 20-year-old hot chick, you
Right.
know.
Yeah,
But so
yeah.
Wow,
they
is she
kinda-
married?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, cunt.
But she like made me cookies in her own oven. Like it was awesome. Like I got actual Mrs. Fields. But anyway, so Donald Trump. So we went to Trump's office to interview him. And they needed like a man on the street to ask him financial advice question or whatever. And like, you can't actually get an idiot off the street. Like, that's a disaster. So they were like, well, Jesse's a comic. He'll do it. You know, so I had to come up with a, funny-ish question to ask Donald Trump or something. So I was about to get married at the time. So I was like, Mr. Trump, I'm about to marry my first wife. Do you have any advice? Right?
Oh, yeah, he's been through a few, sure.
It's just like, it's not hilarious, but it was like, whatever. It's like a alley-oop to hit something, And he goes, why would you call her your first wife? You haven't been married more than once. Like, it was just like, you fucking douche. Like, how about I didn't ask you why you have a dead raccoon on your head? Like, how about,
what's up with the hair?
it's the craziest thing in person. You've met him, right? Like,
I met him,
sort
of.
Yeah, I've seen him.
It's really insane.
Not that close, right?
It's a weird comb-y over thing, but
he refused to do jokes about his hair on the roast. That's the other thing. Like, it was like, well, how about you either address that,
right?
Because everybody's going to hit that.
Everyone talks about it. Yeah.
So, like, maybe you should rebut that, or the fact that Eastern European whores only fuck you for money. Like, which of the two would you rather go with? So, how about we go with your hair? And he would. This is the other thing I thought was the greatest about him. He would jack up his numbers in the jokes. You know what I mean? Like, we'd send him the script, and then he would send it back redacted. Like, nobody asked him to do it. Like, it would just be blacked out like a real estate contract, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, he took out every punchline, just like a big
like
black
an old
marker.
CIA document that's been
Why was he doing that?
declassified.
Because he didn't like the joke or he didn't get it. And at the time, he was pretending to run for president. So, you know what I mean? So, like, we all had to, like... So, like, this is the worst time to do a roast. You know?
Right, sure.
It's just, like, when you're sensitive suddenly to your public image,
Well, I think that's the problem with the roast. Too many people are getting involved that don't understand the game.
Oh, totally. And I think people cancel...
It was a beautiful art form for a while there, but then they're just bringing in mainstream guys because it helps the ratings. Like, no, man.
Yeah. People cancel last minute all the time, and I think it's because they agree to, like, I would love to honor Donald Trump or whatever, Yeah. And then, like, 2 days before, their assistant's like, have you ever seen one of these fucking roasts? And they're like, no. And they check.
Oh, boy.
Like, yeah, the hell with that.
Right.
But so we'd have these jokes, like, we had one, it was like, that Donald was supposed to say that was, kind of toward, like, how at the end you basically go, like, fuck you guys, I'm better than you. Like, that's the dismount of the roast. And it was something like, and now I return to my 50,000 square foot, marble penthouse space station in the sky kind of a thing. Like, that was the gist of the joke. He crossed out 50 and he put 100,000. Like, he needed people to know that his fictitious space station was bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that.
Yes.
And we had another one that was like, what's the difference between Donald Trump's hair and a wet raccoon? Or what's the difference between Donald Trump and a wet raccoon? What's the difference between Donald Trump's hair and a wet raccoon? A wet raccoon doesn't have $3 billion, and he crossed out 3 and put 7. You know what I mean? Like, that was his contribution. Was
That's
like, I
what
need
the
to jack up the
important part
numbers. Of
the joke is like, no, I don't want people to think don't make that. Oh,
Wait, did he have
God,
say over other people's jokes? No, he didn't, right?
No. Well, they always get, like, and I don't mind. Like, I mean, it's if it's like their roast, they're allowed to kind of have sort of like off topics, like like Saget was like, don't make fun of the Olsen twins, stuff like that, which that's
really?
respectable.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
He kind of told us that.
Yeah. So everybody kind of has like one thing.
Well, I know when Tyson did the roast, they didn't want rape jokes. He's like, I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours and just be called a rapist. Like, he didn't want guys being able to do that, and they honored that.
Yeah. That was disappointing for sure.
Yeah,
I was like, that's kind of the only reason we wanted you here.
But I understand Tyson's point too.
Yeah.
We had Tyson on. Wow.
Yeah, did you?
An amazing.
He's awesome.
An amazing day.
He's a fucking interesting.
We were laughing so hard.
He's hilarious.
He's really fucking funny. Genuinely funny.
But you have that feeling. You have that feeling that
if you take it too far, he will punch you square in the fucking
that
face.
it's like one of those.
Yeah.
It's like the guy that had the dog all those years, and then it just ripped his throat out one day. That's how you feel with Mike Tyson.
Well, it feels also like you're standing next to like the Parthenon, like like you ever stand next to something like solid, like it's so the mass is so dense you can feel it next to you. You're like, this guy's a shithouse. You know what I mean? Like he
looks
packed.
like that too. He's just fucking
Yeah.
fire
His
hydrant.
energy, he has a weird. He was a very fun energy when he was here. It wasn't at all menacing, but you know his history, and he's a street guy. I mean, he's not some fucking.
Yeah. You understand?
Yeah, that boundary between
He'll
professional.
smile as he beats the shit out of you.
But he really did bite a guy's ear. I mean, like he really did stuff that was like fighters never do that in the history of fighting. No one's ever done that. He did it.
I could watch that 1,000 times and still cringe. Because it's not just where he bites and it's off. He like had to rip it.
Yeah, it didn't come clean
off. It's that one point where he moves his head like a dog playing with a fucking when you give a dog a rag and he's just flapping around his head. He did that with his head.
Unbelievable.
God, that's crazy.
You have anything else on the Joan Rivers show? I like hearing about these rich guys' houses.
How was it, by the way? How was it pitching her jokes live? That seems scary.
You know, I was kind of ageist with comedy before. Like, I met Joan Rivers. Like, I had two sort of. I met Joan Rivers, and then I went and saw Cosby live, and it totally changed my attitude. Like before that, like I had fucking Alan King, whatever. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like, if like David Brenner was performing in my bathtub and I had to piss, I would wait. You know, like that's how little I want to hear like old dudes do comedy for the most part. But you can't cheat time with comedy. Like, they are untouchably awesome because they've been doing it 50 years. And Joan was like 76 or something. And I'd be standing across the room while she was in the middle of a conversation with somebody, and I would scrawl a joke on a whiteboard and hold it up across the room. She would be in the middle of the conversation. She would glance at it, turn back and punch it up, like make my joke better. Like in the middle of a conversation, I was like, holy shit, she's fucking amazing. Like she was hilarious the whole time.
She seems like, because I watched her do stand-up, and she's a fucking machine.
Yeah.
Man. Joan Rivers is, I think she's very underrated.
That documentary made me sad, though.
Really? It's kind of dumb that she sees herself as an actress. Come on, John.
Well, it just seems like she's still chasing something, like she's not satisfied.
Right.
She's had an amazing career, and it seems like she's just still chasing
Yeah,
some
but every
kind of
comic,
demon
like if you watch Comedian, that documentary with Seinfeld, like everybody's like, it's just an unsettled
We've been
lifestyle.
doing this long
you know?
enough to know you guys are fucking nuts.
I think comics need that, though, because it keeps you going. Because if, like, something like Joan Rivers, like, now she's 79 or whatever, or 70, if you feel like, okay, I am one of the greats, then it's like, where do I go from here? Like, if you feel like there's something else to work for, it just kind of keeps you moving.
But the part where she came home at like 4 a.m. from a gig in the middle of nowhere, I'm like, do you really have to do those gigs still? I understand
like
she wants to gig
and
and all that,
right.
but it was a horrible casino. I forgot because it's been a few years.
Maybe what you were
horrible
talking
casino
about.
no one has ever heard of.
It was in like the Upper Peninsula of Michigan or
It was
something horrendous
really
like that.
in a weird
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
I'm like, Joan Rivers still has to do gigs like that.
Probably making 70 grand, though. I mean, or 80 grand. Like,
But then she was in the car, and it was a weak moment. You could tell she just was fucking tired.
Watching Seinfeld go back to stand up after doing Seinfeld like that was just weird. It's like, wait, you're that guy, and you're really like a road comic here.
Yeah,
you know, just that didn't go well. At a corporate gig, and it's like, really, you would fucking. You'd think you could just go, well, I did everything I want to do. I'm just going to sit back and go, ha, 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 all day. But no, you just want to get back out there. And
he's getting back out there.
Hit the road.
I think he's bored finally.
Oh, he's still doing gigs. Tom Papa or Mario who George, who's the older black dude? Whatever. Those are guys all work.
Oh,
we know George. We've had him on.
Yeah, I know. I can't think of his name right now.
George Wallace.
I just
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll work with those guys. And now Colin's doing this New York thing, one night in each borough.
Right.
With Seinfeld. He loves doing stand-up, man.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah, I remember seeing that when I was like kind of like a newer comic, like seeing Comedian, and like it was like my Catcher in the Rye. I was like, holy shit, this is exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
And then he gets in a private jet, and I'm like, oh yeah. Like,
okay.
I get back in my '82 Nissan Sentra. This is a different
That's
lifestyle.
where it changes. Okay.
Yeah, I watched them film most of that because it was at the Cellar, and
Right.
I was not asked to be interviewed.
Oh dear.
Why you think?
I don't know.
Jimmy.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you know.
By the way,
I just don't want to say.
No, I actually don't. I mean, he just didn't know me. I'm in Columbus tomorrow, 2 shows, Saturday 3 shows, and I'm doing morning press there tomorrow, and I have like 3 radio shows. But the one station, they replaced the show I had done, and now it's Loper from fucking Florida.
Oh, wait a minute.
Of course, he passed on me.
Oh, the Lopeweisers.
The Lopeweisers.
The Lopeweisers
They opened the beer.
What? What? Erod?
He ditched his partner.
Why are you whispering to him?
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Jump in. Who cares?
You were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
That a boy. Good boy.
Smart.
Who did he ditch?
It was Loper and Smitty down there.
I remember Schmitty.
And he ditched that kid, and now it's him and his wife do a show together.
Oh, that's smart.
Wow.
That's what you want to do.
I'm really happy I'm not on that station. Is he still in Florida?
No, he's Ohio.
Only Columbus. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the only market he's in?
So he went from Florida to Columbus? That's not good.
He's got long blonde
No
hair
offense to
now.
Columbus,
He's all
but-
tatted up. And
Loper and Randy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Randy.
Would you have done the show?
Sure.
Oh,
I'll do anything. I'll do
that
any
would've
show.
been
man.
hilarious.
Like I'm
we
not.
beat the shit out of this guy there, Jesse. Just
You
so you know.
physically hit him?
Well, no,
No.
with our words.
Look at us, really.
Who have I beaten up?
Physically.
If you heard that Ruth Gordon got her pussy kicked in, maybe I'm responsible for it. Oh, Jimmy, why you
do that?
I was doing that to Colin last night. I just kept patting his wrist. You're among friends, Ricky.
They seem like they've been married. They are actually starting to look alike, the two of them. If you notice that one blonde picture where they're both. Yeah.
That's his wife?
Yeah. I'm sure she's fine.
But how do you do that?
I don't know.
How do you do a show with your wife?
You wouldn't do a show with your ex-wife?
Oh. Yeah, first 48.
Rich and Bonnie pull it off, though. I mean,
they do.
Yeah.
They're funny together. Like, Rich they have a great sense of humor about themselves. Like, I did something with them the other day where there was a film crew around. There was a lot of people. And Rich was just being a dummy, just asking the same. And Bonnie screamed at him in front of everybody, like, why don't you just pretend you fucking know it? Wow. But it was like, I understood her frustration at this absolute dumbbell. And, but he didn't, I would fucking strangle the girl if she spoke like that to me, if I would have been embarrassed.
Oh, of course.
But Voss is like, oh, fuck you. And they just kind of laughed about it. And Rich is unflappable.
That's
really.
a weird relationship,
But
man.
they both are able to come back quickly from embarrassment.
Well, it's because Voss knows he's dumb.
He
I think
really,
that's
yeah.
why.
Yeah, it's not like a surprise. He doesn't get offended when you call him stupid because he just kind of knows he is.
You see the wall behind you?
Yeah,
That's
those
all
papers.
Voss.
Those are Voss's words
Oh,
that
that's
aren't
amazing.
real words. He fucks them up.
And
Yeah.
And we gave up keeping up with that, more or less.
We tried to put one in the other day and then realized it was already up on the list.
Yeah.
When he
That's
said Liam Nilsson. Yeah, Liam Nilsson.
There's got to
Really?
be 1,000 words at this point up there.
And yeah, I think it was it you,
Wow.
Sam, that went up there? And he goes, oh, it's up here already.
That's fucking.
We should give Rich Voss the book idea. You put that in a book, I think people would fucking buy it.
Yeah.
His mispronunciations all in one book. You want to hear about a man that had donkey sex?
What?
It's a good story.
Sure.
Jesse Joyce is playing the Nut Street Comedy Room in Wilmington, North Carolina this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesse Joyce on Twitter. Listen to this.
An especially disturbing story out of Marion County. An Ocala farmhand arrested after he was caught having sex with a donkey. The arrest report says a man delivering a horse to the farm he rents caught Carlos Romero with his pants down, engaged in sex acts with the animal. He's been charged with sexual activity involving an animal.
Well, of course his pants were down. Like, that would be creepier if he was eating its pussy.
That happened. That happened like a month ago. Did you hear that story?
damn.
We did it on the Burn, that show with Jeff Ross.
Wow.
We had a whole thing about that in Seattle. Some dude fucking performed cunnilingus on a horse.
It's always Seattle. What's wrong with those people?
I don't know. They're depressed because of the rain. They just
Isn't that
want
the
to do
place where the guy
something-
got fucked to death by
Sure,
the
yeah,
horse?
yeah,
Seattle,
Kenneth
right?
Pinion, yeah.
They
Right.
love their horses out there.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
Fucking licking a horse's
the story.
box.
Oh,
Yeah, like, what are you getting out of that? You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
Like, not that, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Horse just starts shitting on the side of your face.
It's brutal.
Doesn't understand what you're doing.
You know what that's got to smell like?
It thinks you're a pinworm.
Yeah, just the tail starts swatting like you're a fly, like you're a bot fly back there.
Buzz off, fella.
A Frisky farmhand cuffed after allegedly telling police he masturbated with a donkey. Told a Florida court Tuesday he wants his burro back. He's pissed because he paid $500 for this thing.
Oh, he paid for it?
He paid $500. What other part there, Travis? What else is in this story? I don't feel like reading the whole thing. That was it, pretty much?
Well, he also wants the guy that that busted him to be charged with being a peeping Tom.
Oh, what a...
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's upset at Florida because they don't believe in zoophilia.
Yeah, he says, I've had a sexual excitement with animals more than humans.
Yeah, he's not interested in humans.
I would have eventually had sex with Doody?
Doodle.
Oh, Doodle.
Doody.
Doody. Doodle. But told the newspaper that he didn't because she's blooming into maturity. Oh my god!
He's not a
pedophile. Fucking
no. No, he's not.
Yeah, that'd be just creepy. Like I want to wait till the horse is of age.
Yeah.
He's not a pedophile.
Oh, I thought he was a
horses or whatever.
pedophile.
In a twist, Romero said it was James who should have been arrested for invasion of privacy and being a peeping Tom. This guy's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, what a psychopath.
He looks crazy. Yeah,
He looks
He's got
crazy
that
in the
crazy
eyes, right?
Crazy eyes.
Creep.
He admitted to masturbating with the animal 5 or 6 times.
Oof. Why not just say it was your first time?
And called Florida backwards because people, frown on zoophilia.
What do you mean masturbating with the animal?
I guess you.
What is he talking about?
I don't know.
Is it jerking the thing off and jerking yourself off? Obviously, it can't jerk you off. Those hooves kind of.
If it's Doodle, that might be a female horse.
Doodle.
So what? He's fucking finger popping her.
Oh, God, creepy. A fucking donkey pussy.
You probably have to use a paint can for that.
Yeah.
Pretty enormous. Wow.
That is.
This guy, you know what? There is something though about like he doesn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like
No, look,
he's
he's smiling.
look at how like he's like, yeah, that's me. You know? I fuck
his glamour
donkeys.
I'm the
you know?
donkey fucker.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to care.
No. I like a man who embraces it. Blames everybody but himself. You shouldn't have fucked that donkey. You shouldn't have looked. Fair enough.
So this guy James goes, he was delivering a horse when he saw Romero shirtless. Got to take that shirt off.
Play with your nips. Little nip play.
And with his pants pulled down, appearing to have sex with a donkey in an equipment room. Jesus.
Wow, poor donkey.
Got to stand up on something.
Oh, you want to know more?
Yes.
Sure.
When police interviewed Romero, he allegedly told them he had used his fingers to clean the animal's genitals.
Ew.
This is so
And
disgusting.
generally becomes aroused seeing animals in heat. The sexual contact, he allegedly told police, was an accident.
I accidentally stuck my dick in her.
Yeah.
Cleaning the pussy with his
Cleaning it. What's he just?
He's probably scooping out gunk. Because when they shit, they probably shit and it drips into their pussy.
Of course it does.
You know, donkeys probably have their own shit in their pussy.
Oh, God.
So you have to scoop it out before you fuck it?
Nothing worse than cow fucking pussy and ass. Shit just streams down. It goes from their tail down to their fucking ankles.
It's like a window washer washing windows above first.
Yeah, the upper windows, how the lower windows look. That's a cow ass. No one ever gets caught fucking a cow because that's why. They just got shit box.
Well, that's a terrific story.
Lovely.
Oh, my God.
Wonderful.
Hey, was Joan Rivers mean to Mrs. Fields?
Well, just kind of. You know, like in a jokey way. Like everything was funny, but it was roasty. You know, sort of. You know.
Yeah. God, she's great at that shit.
She's great.
How does her house look?
Who, Jones?
Mrs. Fields.
It's just a nice house. Just a lot of shoes, whatever. You know, it's just that kind of thing.
A lady.
Yeah.
The shoes, ladies.
A real lady.
Fuck.
What did she do? Did she just ripped on her while she was interviewing her?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like, you know, she just comes to the house and then like makes fun of, you know, whatever dumb artwork they have on the walls and, you know, then interviews her and just makes fun of her. That's kind
She's
of the
so
gist.
good off the cuff, man. She's fucking great.
Yeah.
I would be embarrassed to do that. I'd be like, oh, no, I can't.
Yeah, she's great. She was great at a roast too, you know, which is tough to make fun of an old lady. You know what I mean? Like, you know, on principle, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even though she's been, you know, mean to everybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still like people kind of forget that and they're just like, I don't pick on an old lady, you know?
Yeah.
But the weirdest thing is that her only stipulation was, don't make fun of Melissa.
Yeah.
No Melissa or no Edgar.
What's that about?
No, that's the thing.
Oh,
She
she
didn't
didn't care
say
about Edgar?
Yeah, like you could make as many suicide jokes about her husband as you wanted.
Did anybody?
But, yeah, we had a couple. Yeah.
A couple of good ones.
Yeah. But it was the coroner listed Edgar's cause of death, married to Joan Rivers. I wrote a joke.
Why not Melissa, though? What's that about?
Well, because she's so overprotective, or whatever.
Yeah, but she pushed her into the spotlight with this
I know.
entertainment shit.
I agree with
Melissa
you.
has no business being in entertainment.
Yeah.
Well, because of her mom's given her some good gigs over the years.
Yeah. I wrote a joke that made Melissa Rivers literally walk out of the taping, and they had to stop production for 10 minutes to like court her back.
Why?
Yeah.
Was she sitting up there?
No. She was in the crowd. But if you watch the Joan Rivers roast, she goes up. Melissa goes up on stage just to tell Greg Giraldo to go fuck himself. That's like literally all she does. She doesn't have any jokes. She just goes up for 45 seconds and goes, thanks everybody for being here to honor my mom. Fuck you, Greg Giraldo. That's all that she does. And the only reason that's there is because of the joke I wrote. They had to add that part in, which was The joke was
I gotta know what it
she
is.
and Michael Jackson had the same plastic surgeon, which is just a fact, like Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
So they actually had a lot in common. They're both more popular now that they're dead. They both spent millions of dollars to look like a creepy old white lady, and they both raised a chimp. And she fucking
That's
took
hilarious.
off. She stormed out, and they had to like shut down the whole goddamn taping to like get her back. You know,
That's what a
brilliant.
baby. That's funny.
Yeah.
Because Melissa does look like a chimp.
She does
Around
exactly.
the mouth and
She
stuff,
looks
especially.
just
It's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, Jesse Joyce.
Thanks, my friend.
What? And Greg did the joke, of course.
Yeah.
Did he
of
get a
course
big laugh?
Yeah. And even though that was the thing, like even everybody involved was kind of like, yeah, but you should still do that anyway. Like even though there was the
Was Joan annoyed?
Yeah.
She seemed to be cool with it at the end of everything, but she was kind of, I think, one of the ones who was like, we're shutting this down until Melissa comes back, you know? So
Well, that must have been awkward. Who had to
it
go on
was
after
very
that?
awkward. Yeah. No, Greg was still on. Like it was during Greg's set.
Wait, and they stopped his set?
Yeah. To get her back.
Shouldn't she
Yeah.
understand comedy and roast and all that?
Well, why even
She's
have...
been around it her whole life.
Right, her mother's made fun of everybody.
Yeah.
So wait, how'd they stop Greg's set?
Like Melissa made a big scene of like storming out, and they had to like get her back.
So, oh my, what a attention whore.
Is that a me situation,
Yes.
Jimmy?
What
I
a
hate the
baby.
me shit.
So Greg stopped and was like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Sat back down.
It
and
might have been.
waited
It was only like
while
it
they
was
talked
like
to her
5 minutes,
backstage.
maybe.
You
Yeah.
think
They
there
talked to her backstage.
You think they had to like kind of coddle her backstage, Jimmy?
Oh yeah, hey,
sit her
look,
down.
this is a
Look,
joke.
man, you know,
But
it's just-
But I think that she was like, I'm only coming back if you let me go up and tell Greg Giraldo to go fuck himself. Which
Oh,
is
really?
exactly what happened.
So then-
Yeah, get up there, Cole.
Yeah.
Go.
And that should have been fair game for you guys to really go at it.
Yeah,
You
well,
know?
yeah, but I mean, it was kind of a
That's how
last
that
minute.
shit
It's
works.
like when someone comes up and testifies. Yeah, now you open yourself up for cross.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Let her rip.
There should have been some
You
cross.
fucking monkey bitch.
Was Greg bummed out about it, or was he annoyed?
No, he was fine with it. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't
what
care.
like about upsetting?
Did he go back
Melissa?
on and finish his set?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So.
Well, why don't we break?
Wow.
And we could continue with Jesse Joyce. Anything else you're promoting?
I'm at the Cellar tonight, and then I'm doing. I got a web series coming out. It's September 28th. It's on Official Comedy. It's called Next Week in History.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Next week in history.
Well, it's like they air on Friday, so I talk about everything that's coming up in
Okay.
history the following week. You know, so
Smart concept.
I'm a big history nerd. So.
And also,
yeah, I got a lot of stuff.
oh, really? We'll talk history next week.
I know a
Jesse
lot
Joyce.
about history too.
I know a little bit. Dan knows a lot.
I know all the good stuff.
Cool.
He
I'm
knows
a
the Hitler
history
shit.
hack. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, Hitler.
Right.
Yes.
Nut Street Comedy Room in Wilmington, North Carolina. That's where Jesse Joyce will be this weekend. And Jimmy's in Columbus at the Funny Bone.
Funny
You guys
Bone.
are flying out today, right?
We're flying out this afternoon.
Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Jesse Joyce on the show for the first time.
Indeed.
Hope you're having fun.
I am. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. You got good stories.
Nice.
Nut Street Comedy Room in Wilmington, North Carolina this weekend. And Jesse Joyce on the Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Monica Lewinsky. Where's Jimmy? Because he's going to love
What
this
year
one.
is this? Jesus.
You know, you're right. But I was reading about her today. She's going to do a tell-all finally. She's had it. She was trying to keep some shit to herself. And it turns out, talking about Monica
You think
Lewinsky.
that's the modus operandi? Or you
Yeah,
think,
I think you're right.
well,
What
well,
you're about to say.
she's looking like, oh, my stupid bags that I'm making aren't selling.
Well, and she's saying basically, you know, Clinton has prevented her from, getting a lot of gigs and stuff. So now she's saying, fuck this, I'm doing the book. She's going to get $12 million.
$12 million.
Well, even this many years later, huh?
Wow.
And she's
People are-
saying stuff like Bill loved threesomes. I don't know if that meant he did
surprise.
threesomes. I don't know if that meant, but I don't know if that meant he actually did the threesomes, you know, maybe talked about it with her or whatever, and loved the sex toys.
Well, the cigar
All
thing.
kinds of sex
He
sex
liked
toys.
doing the...
Yeah, but then I wonder
dildo on there.
if she was doing the sex toys on him. That's what you got to
Oh, boy,
wonder.
that'd be a great thing, picturing Bill Clinton just taking a fucking vibrator up his ass.
Wait, what kind of gigs did he prevent her from getting?
Yeah.
Well, give me the other paper. I think it's in the other paper. Or it's in front of you, Jimmy.
He fucked two girls at the same time, and they were both Monica Lewinsky. 'Cause she's fat. Come on.
She's fat.
She's fat.
You want the post or the Daily News?
Yeah, the Post.
Can you pass that down?
I certainly can.
You might even have the story.
I was like, it's a little late though to be writing this book, but she's still getting $12 million. That's amazing.
Oh, here's the basics. Monica Lewinsky is promising to reveal secret love letters to Bill Clinton.
Ooh.
And his penchant.
To Bill Clinton or from her?
Yeah.
Two. One she never sent, I guess.
Oh, who cares?
Oh, man,
I know, that's a little weird,
last
right?
week. All right, let me come up with some letters from...
At least fucking make copies of the ones you actually sent so we know as the reader, like, holy fuck, Bill Clinton actually read this?
Yeah.
But even still, like, of course, like, you're a 20-year-old who fucked the president. Like, of course you wrote him love letters. Like, why would you... Like,
you want to feel old? You want to feel old?
Yeah, what?
She's 40 now.
No shit. Wow.
She's 40, all right?
She's 40 years old.
Monica Lewinsky's 40 years old.
That's crazy.
40. She
will
was the
turn
young
40
intern.
next year. She's looking at 40.
She married or anything or no?
His pension, let's see in this article, his penchant for kinky sex in a new tell-all about her days as his favorite intern. So he liked the kinky sex.
Kinky.
She's turning 40, is out for revenge, and ready to air bombshell details from her Oval Office trysts with the former horn dog in chief.
We could probably get her in here to plug it, though.
Not even...
Whoever writes the copy for that shit is the worst.
12 million. So maybe 12 million. Lewinsky never got explicit in past interviews about her Clinton encounters, but now plans to describe his insatiable desire for three-way sex, orgies, and the use of sex toys of all kinds.
I said, come on, her in chief. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
He fucked her with a cigar. Like, sex
Yeah.
toys seem like actually a downgrade.
Yeah,
in
then a
way.
cigar.
Yeah.
Do you think he was giggling when he did that? Yeah, come here. Then.
Put a crack pipe in her asshole.
Let's see. There was something about Hillary in here, too.
Oh, no. How long did she fuck him for?
18 years.
Oh, I thought it was a briefer time.
No, it was 18
Oh,
years.
wow. All right. That's a lot
Just
to talk about.
ended last week, I think. Thus, then, why the book?
I wonder if it was a year.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, for real?
To write a book, I mean, there better be a lot of...
That's a long
She
year.
was just a juicy little fucking...
You think she was,
She's probably a good fuck. She probably has a sloppy mouth.
How do you know?
I don't know, man. I just do. She was probably a good little fuck, little dirty girl.
Oh, here it is. Okay, according to her friends, Lewinsky also will recount how Clinton referred to wife Hillary as a cold fish.
Well.
And laughed about their non-existent sex life.
No surprise there.
Yeah, this is all shit we all know.
This
Like,
is
I didn't even fuck
nothing
Bill
new.
Clinton, and I know that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like-
They obviously stayed married because it was great for both their careers, right?
When was the last
And they like
picture
each
you
other,
saw of
but-
them together? When was the last thing you heard? She can't get off of this fucking continent quickly
She
enough.
took a job she didn't want.
She didn't want the job, and it puts her away from Bill all the time. The
horn
Bill's
dog.
never out with her.
Yeah.
She wasn't at the convention. She wasn't like nothing.
Do you think she knows he fucks other women?
Yes. Yes. He didn't change all of a sudden. I'll talk to my spiritual advisor and say, no. He likes fucking women, and he's still doing it. Abso-fucking-lutely.
All right, there's two other things in here. So these letters that I don't think she sent, the letters that will be in the book, in them she opened up her heart about her love for Bill and how much happier she could make him. He would fucking go for that.
Yeah.
I swear I'm
gonna
leaving
blow
my wife.
I'm gonna blow off my politically powerful wife for this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Throw a monkey wrench in my political career for some fat ass intern.
That's delusional.
I wonder what it's like, though, honestly. Like, when you know how it is when you pull off someone's pants and you're fucking about to eat her pussy? But if you're a woman, what's it like to fucking have the cock of the president pop out in your face for the first time?
The president's dick just flops out at you.
You suck it and just keep thinking President Cock or President Cock.
Got to, right?
Yeah.
You think he's got a good piece, or there's some problems with it?
I bet it's
I kinda wanna
shorter,
know.
probably girthy with a big head. He probably has big fucking balls.
That's why he has
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I don't think you have you set your political ambitions that high if you have a giant cock. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really
could
need
be.
to.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You got to think she'll write about that too in the book, right?
And she's in the Oval Office looking around at like history as she's just sucking the president's dick.
Right.
Going like, wow, this is...
Because, you know, like that dude, remember that guy who got stopped by airport security like 6 months ago because he has the biggest dick in the world?
had him on the
Remember
back.
that?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, you
yeah,
had that guy?
yeah.
He is a dick too.
Like
Right?
years ago.
What's
we
he do?
had him
He's
on.
like a fucking waiter, right?
He's a
Or
dick.
something?
Yeah, he's just-
yeah,
he's a
yeah,
dick.
exactly. So see
That's
what I
what he
mean?
is.
Like, he's the dude with the largest cock in the world.
Right.
Waits fucking tables. You know what I mean? So
Because you're really just, you're always using your dick. You're
What a
always
great,
like, here.
what a great thing to be stopped for. Your giant cock.
He came in here with
You would like that,
bicycle
Jimmy?
shorts on, and it almost hits his knee.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then we brought girls in to kind of look, you know. That's how we did it that day, and he was all offended and shit. I'm like, well, you got the big dick. What do you want us to do?
Shut
with
up,
you?
fucking
Talk about politics?
Donkey
That's
dick.
why you're
Show
here.
your dick
You know
and
that,
get
right?
the fuck out of here.
You know that's why we invited you on the show.
Yeah.
He kind of had an attitude. I'm like, how do you have an attitude?
Right.
If this is what you're known for. Okay, and this is why she's writing the book. No one will hire her, and she can't get a job because of Clinton.
What's he doing to stop her?
She needs to make money somehow, so she's like finally taking the deal.
Unless this
You know
is
what?
a
She
big
probably
bluff.
didn't take the deal for all those years because in her sick fucking head, she probably thought she was going back to Bill.
Oh.
And Bill was going to see it her way.
She'd have to be
finally.
completely insane to even
Yeah,
think
but
that.
again, when you fuck the president, it's kind of.
Wow.
I'll bet you that they
He
kept.
probably told her some dumb shit.
You know, give it time.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about her anymore.
No
so
one
she
really
needs to
cares
do. You know what I mean?
anymore.
She's like Rudy Rudiger. That fucking guy. His whole life is just remember when I did that thing. You know what I mean? Like that's what she's doing.
This is, I think, it's amazing it comes up now when Clinton is in the news or was in the news because of the convention and giving the speech, and he's on a lot of the commercials now, the Obama commercials. And that's the only reason this is popping out now. They needed somehow any little inkling of Clinton getting back in the public eye for her to come out with this, because it's nothing new.
But he skated because people fucking love President Clinton.
They love him.
They love him.
I wonder if she's really going to write the book, or if this is a bluff to get him to move
nice
to get
little
her
payday?
a nice gig, or get a nice gig,
or a little payday.
Payday, maybe.
I'll make some phone calls.
Good
you
question,
fucking cunt.
Yeah, because he might have a few dirt. Imagine if she fucked him with a strap on.
Oh man,
Where do you keep the presidential strap on? There has to be a very secure closet. It's got his shit all over it.
You know what? She could say anything. She could say anything she wants, because is he going to refute it?
No.
If he does, then he's got to talk about what they really did do.
We have our new hero on the phone.
Oh, cool.
Let's
Let's get right to him.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, Julian.
Hey, how's it going?
Let me set this up. We're starstruck, man, and we do this shit for a living. This is the guy that was making the blowjob gestures behind home plate at the Cubs game. Is it really you?
This is the one and only.
Dude, we've been fucking howling.
That is so fucking funny. You know, anyone could just make the one-handed blowjob move and do it very, very covertly so you don't get in trouble. You're doing the double pump, the fucking crazy freestyle. Now we're watching it right now. Now you didn't have that wasn't your seat, right?
Oh, of course not. See, what happened was, since it was a rain delay, as soon as I got my ticket office, I was granted any seat. You know, they said, "Yeah, here's an upper deck seat, but you can sit anywhere you want to." And so, you know, at first I originally sat like maybe 10 rows behind Sam Ricketts, Sam Ricketts, who was at the game. And but then I see a seat right behind home plate, right behind the Budweiser sign. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is golden. You know, how can you turn down this opportunity? And for the first 6 or 7 innings, I'm like picking my nose and showing my nipple.
Really? Are there footage?
We haven't seen that footage yet.
I'm sure you'll see. You'll see me doing the Kungalingus sign and everything. It isn't until the 9th inning though that I go all out. I just go ham and I start giving the blowjob thing, and then that's when they go, all right, that's it, that's enough.
What did they say to you? What did they say to you? Because the security guy was obviously on the phone going, "Is this the seat?" What was he saying to you?
So I hear, I'm sitting there and I hear this walkie-talkie, progressively closer and closer to me, and I hear this something obscene gesture, and as soon as they tap me on the shoulder, I'm like, "Is it time to go?" And they're like, "Yep, sure it is."
Is it time to go?
So they're walking me out, and they're not really saying anything, but a few people in the crowd are booing them. Are booing security for kicking me out because people when the fans were actually getting kicked out of my antics.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, a couple of the people next to you were really laughing.
Yeah, and so they were booing security. But then, of course, there's a few fans who are, like yelling at me and, telling me to go back to Boys Town. And Boys Town is a neighborhood, the gay neighborhood next to Wrigleyville. And then they escorted me out. They took my information down. Like they had to, got my driver's license and like my ticket. And so, but that was it. And then they told me to take a hike, and so I did.
Oh, so they didn't charge you with anything. That's cool.
What could they charge you with? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, being
they
silly.
make up shit.
Yeah, they do make up shit. Wow. So did any of what do your friends think?
Oh, they're quite proud.
I thought they would be.
I didn't tell anyone at work about it, and it wasn't until about 10:30 in the morning I hear my boss go, "Baby." My nickname at work is Baby, by the way.
Jesus.
I'm 6'4", and yet they're like, they still like call me Baby. And
I was like,
my boss just he sees that I'm on Deadspin, and he starts like screaming like, "Babe, you're on Deadspin, you're on Deadspin." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And sure enough, there I am, like, screen capping me, giving a blowjob to the ghost of Harry Carey.
That is. I didn't know you were doing it the whole game. How many fucking nose picks did you get in?
I'm sure at least several times. If you look closely, you'll see this guy just, really digging for gold.
I wish we could find that footage. I would love to see more of that footage.
I'm sure it'll pop up.
Oh yeah, no, my brother sees this and he starts recording it on TiVo or wherever the hell he has, and so he recorded the entire game. So I'm sure at some point I can find a way to record the footage of me actually pick my nose and doing the cunnilingus. But I was actually exposing my nipple as well, and I can be rubbing it. So
you start rubbing your nipple.
Playing with your nipple.
This guy's a hoot.
I guarantee you now, Major League Baseball will say like any obscene gesture, they'll start watching for that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
because others are going to try to do what you did.
I'm surprised it's 2012 and this is the first time that this. You know what I mean?
Someone went all out. Every once in a while,
Yeah.
you see a goofball on a cell phone doing something,
waving to his friends. That guy's a pussy.
Well, are there other stadiums as much like Wrigley Field where you're that visible right behind home plate? Are all of them like that?
That's a pretty low
That was pretty
wall.
good, but yeah.
Fenway's a bit like that, but no, I mean I think what was so magical about the whole thing though was was the slow motion.
Oh, that is the greatest shot. You're doing the one-handed, straight-on jerk-off move, and you're going really fast. And then I guess they showed a slow-mo shot of that, and you see you in the background, slow motion, doing the blowjob move. It's fucking good. There's the fast motion one. All right, and now they do a replay of the strikeout. Look.
His hair's flopping.
Yes, all in slow motion.
You have excellent technique.
Fucking great.
How long were you doing the blowjobs before they got you out of there? A couple minutes?
It was probably a good 3 or 4 minutes.
Wow.
And then finally, it was all one batter. And so after that, it was...
They came to get you the fuck out of there, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Very funny, dude. Very funny.
Thank you.
Are you getting a lot of phone calls?
What's that?
You getting a lot of phone calls to talk?
Yeah, I did an interview with the Jonathan Bradmeyer show. That guy sucked, man. I mean, you can't say fuck or shit or anything like that.
Well, then fuck that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he on in L.A.? I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he's not. He's nothing really.
So let's just say what you were doing was an obscene gesture. That was. How do you describe that? Yeah, I made like I was double fisting some cocks.
Yeah. It was,
you figure out how that will fly.
Yeah.
Not playing by your stupid rules.
Yeah, it was the ghost of Harry Carey and Ron Tanner that was blowing. So.
You were blowing. That's
well,
great.
now we know.
Oh, that's why you were up in the air.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, now
yeah,
it makes total sense.
Yeah.
You're a fucking genius.
But more than anything, it was a symbolic affirmation regarding the Cubs season, and I was not too pleased with the lackluster performance this year, and so I had to show, how I truly felt about them.
Made that ninth inning interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, with Sam Ricketts right there, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you and your right wing ways, and so I had to, really show my love and appreciation for them.
Well, good job,
very
man.
funny, man.
Absolutely. You want to plug anything, Julian?
Yeah, where you be air jerking off next.
No, actually, yeah. If you want to, I have a music video that I directed not too long ago. A band called Wolf in a Spacesuit, and a song's called Amber Hands. So if you want to plug that, that's kind of cool.
Right, it's on YouTube?
It's on Vimeo.
Okay, Vimeo, nice.
It's also on YouTube as well.
Yeah, right on, man.
Cool, man.
Take care, brother. Thanks for
good talking to you.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Take it easy, man.
Julian.
That was very funny.
Oh, my God.
I want now. You know, other people are going to start doing it. I hope. I hope it starts a fucking problem.
Hope
for
it becomes a problem. Yeah, a problem. Wolf in a Spacesuit, Amber Hand. He directed this. Let's see.
We're checking out the video on YouTube.
What air jerk off guy directs? What is this? This is weird stuff. It's a painting of some 1930s looking woman with a space thing helmet and a bikini, and
Wolf's a superhero.
Wolf is flying with her through space. What kind of music is this? Sam, comment? What would you call this, Sam? Comment?
Slow.
It's kind of easy to direct photographs. You just all you do is you get a bunch of them. You put you put it in iPhoto. And then you just use that, what's that effect called? The Ken Burns effect on
Burns.
it. The thing you used at the Civil War movie.
Wait, now this is a different version.
Yeah.
All right.
Now this looks more like a video.
This, director Julian, whatever.
All right.
This is it.
Some guy with either silly string or
looks like
angel
Lewinsky
hair
after she
pasta.
walked out of the fucking White
That's what would have happened if they would have let him finish.
Yeah. It's like angel hair pasta on his head, or silly string. Where is he? What's in the background? What's going on? Someone's dancing with half a mannequin. Got a football helmet on? No, a fish head? I have no idea. This is very strange. It's backwards.
Stick to blowjobs.
Sam, you don't like this?
No.
You're not digging
It's not bad.
Wait, now, are we listening to a different song now?
Wow. That kind of changes. I guess it's all done backwardsy, and then they play it forwardsy.
I don't think it's bad.
What do you do to this music, to this type of music? What is that vibe? No. Gay sex? Is it gay sex? Not sure.
Yeah, that guy did a double dick blowjob, and somehow this is the gayest thing he's ever done.
Good for him.
I kind of like it. It's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's very weird.
Art rock. Or whatever the fuck
There
they
you
call
go.
it,
Right. Whatever it's called.
I don't know. Laurie Anderson.
All right. Have fun. Have you?
You know that song by Laurie Anderson?
No.
Superman or something like
No.
that? No, we gotta play it so they know it. Give me a little Laurie
E-Rock?
Anderson.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know this song.
It was sort of a hit in the 80s. She's a weirdo.
I don't know what it is.
You don't know Laurie Anderson for real? No. Yeah, this. Oh, Superman, this. Remember this, Ant?
No. Oh, this is great.
Oh, Superman.
I hate this.
I know. That's why I wanted to play.
I just hate this.
No, nothing.
It's annoying.
It was kind of a hit. Radio stations actually played this.
It's weird.
How do you sit in a studio and go, yeah, this is it?
Sounds like someone told a great joke.
I can't believe you guys don't know this. One of those weird novelty songs.
I'm so angry. I'm angry.
Shoot the screen.
This is like waterboarding for your ears.
Yes.
I
I'm not home right now. But if you want to leave a message,
Sam likes this.
Just start talking at the sound of the tone.
It has 630,000 views.
And a lot of green. Not a lot of dislikes there, Justin.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Fast forward, does it pick up?
Not really.
This is your mother. Are you there?
What the fuck is this?
How long is this?
8.5 minutes.
What shit?
Holy shit, that's amazing.
How the fuck?
Look, this isn't the radio edit. For the record, this isn't the radio edit.
Go to the radio edit, Sam, before I bite your fucking arm.
I think that...
No, this is probably it. There isn't one.
Well, you don't know me.
I have the radio
It's a
edit.
cool video, though.
Is it?
But
Yeah.
I know you.
That
And I'm gonna sing
That's in replace of the guitar.
to give to you.
Jimmy's popping to it, man.
I like this.
Look,
I fucking hate
Jimmy likes
it.
it. Look, he's enjoying
I
it.
do.
It's a toe tapper like Jim Croce, right?
Yeah.
We can stop any time.
I have no idea what this is for. Like, what do you do with this music?
This is maddening.
Get this fucking guy off.
It's a girl.
I don't care who it is.
It's a girl.
Yeah, it's a lady.
She's well respected in the art world.
Oh, of course she is.
My wife's,
Of course.
my fiancée Susan. She makes that sound going up the stairs for us because she's fat. I imagine your Jenny makes this sound too.
Wait, I got it.
And I said, okay.
Noises.
Who is this
Noises.
really?
Noises.
And the voice said,
Ooh, what did the voice say?
this is the hand,
Shut up!
This is terrible.
the hand that takes.
This is such artsy fartsy crapola.
This is the hand.
Thanks to fucking Uncle Anthony. It's fartsy fartsy crapola.
This is the hand
Look, she's making a gun with her hand.
Cool. She should put it in her mouth.
Yes.
that takes.
The hand that takes it. Come on.
It's like sex music. If
Yeah.
you're into fucking 12-year-olds dressed like a clown.
Right.
Who isn't?
Oh.
Sure.
Made in America. Smoking or non-smoking.
This.
We're less than halfway through this song, by the way.
I know. And nothing makes sense. The words don't make sense. It's
Sam
supposed to be
likes
this profound shit, but this idiot just wrote down a bunch of nonsense.
How old is this song?
This is 80s, I think. This goes way the fuck back. I would guess like 82 or 3.
Oh, God.
Are you kidding?
Has she done other stuff?
I don't know.
Okay, now now it's like I'm not as angry because it's that old.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
somebody put this out recently.
But she was called brilliant for this.
No, it's still an asshole and it's still annoying as fuck.
And I don't think she ever did anything else that anyone...
But that was a weird time.
Want to hear this part? This part?
No.
This is rocking.
I don't want to hear any
No,
of
this
it.
is kind of good. Listen. Nice, right?
This is so bad.
She
This is
insisted that
so
she needed
bad.
8.5 minutes, too. Kind of pompous.
She's not doing anything.
What?
She's doing nothing. Why not make it 3 minutes?
It's art,
Yeah.
Sam.
More like fart.
Yeah. Good one.
Thanks.
Can we just not?
Look, at any moment you can say, stop
I did.
this shit.
I said, stop it.
See? See how that works?
Fuck.
You sure though?
Oh,
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I hate it. I hate it.
What's she saying?
There's nothing being said there. There's no message. There's no nothing. It's gibberish.
I think she's just kind of freestyling. Whatever
crap.
comes to her brain, man. She's a true artist, and
It's
she's just putting it out there for your interpretation.
We were,
Yes?
Oh
God.
God, no. Yes, Jamie?
No, Colin came into the cellar and was talking about Rich Voss's awful comeback. Somebody had said something. Hold on a minute. And it's just a terrible comeback. Sorry, on Twitter. Someone said something to Voss, and he writes, "Wait, me 27,000 followers, you 41. Close." Ugh. I think I guess I only had 41 followers.
Told him.
And that was Voss's comeback.
Told him. Nailed him. Hey, speaking of great music, there you go. Now this is good. There you go.
This is a palate cleanser, the Roper's theme song. We're obsessed with this song.
From the Ropers.
This is fucking ridiculous.
It's amazing.
It sounds goofy and wacky, doesn't
But
it?
it gets stuck in people's heads, and for fucking hours on Twitter, they'll be like, "Fuck you, womp womp womp
Womp, 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 womp.
Oh, here it goes again.
I imagine this was played by one guy with like some fucking Dr. Seuss machine.
A cymbal on his head,
Exactly.
or on a drum. Yeah, a drum between his knees.
Yeah, exactly.
What a song stinks. Yeah.
So speaking of great music,
I was going to say, have you seen the pictures of Lady Gaga from her tour?
Oh, yeah, no,
Looks good, man.
Dude.
Actually, you tweeted about it last night, and then it was in the paper today. Her ass is horrendous.
She is fat.
Is she pregnant and she just doesn't want to admit it yet?
Don't talk about my girl like that.
She's fat.
Very attractive. I have fantasies of dating Lady Gaga.
Look.
Oh, dear.
She packed a few on.
Packed a few on.
Show the ass shot. It
That's
was in
terrible.
the paper today.
Look at her ass.
Look at her ass.
Let me see, Sam. Turn it this way. Selfish.
Fucking zoom in on that
Nice
ass.
and muscular.
Oh, it's terrible.
Get in there and smell
Now
it.
show the real picture.
Terrible.
Show the old picture of her. It should be on that same page. I think they had like an example. Maybe. Keep going.
Hurry up,
Keep
Sam.
going. No, go up. Go up. Go up.
Terrible.
Go up.
Yeah.
Go up. Go down. Go.
Oh my God.
I'll just keep you doing that. I don't care. That is terrible.
That's a man's ass, right?
Yeah.
a fat man's ass.
That's horrendous.
It's a nice run.
Why is she doing that?
I don't know why.
She obviously is
in-
gaining weight. Is she
She's
pregnant?
in fishnets.
So you blow off the fishnets for a little
I
while.
hear she eats a lot of junk food.
You get back to the fishnets.
And that shot is crazy.
Oh, my God. Look at her.
Like
She's a frump.
I wouldn't
That's
put it
a
past
pair.
her, though, to just do it. Like, to just gain weight for the press.
Just because it's funny.
To put on 50 pounds or something weird and then just lose it. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it's hilarious.
She lost a ton
I would
of weight.
respect her if it comes out.
Look
she
at her
came to fuck with
chin.
people.
Like, that's what my initial reaction is. Probably she just started gaining weight because she thought that's the new thing. Because
'Cause
she
now she's
lost
gonna-
a ton of weight when her album came out, and now everybody's talking about her because she gained a ton of weight.
You know what, Sam? Fuck
Maybe.
her. But you're right. And now she's going to relate to the people that, are a little frumpier.
Right. And
Beauty's skin deep, man. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what you look like.
She's going to have that message.
She was born this way.
Really?
Why are you doing that?
I love Lady Gaga.
Why are you pursing your lips?
That's how I dance to this shit.
No, you gotta tuck your dick between your legs and do it in front of a mirror in a cellar.
So this idiot is gaining weight on purpose to make some kind of statement like, look, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be
Yeah.
in shape to be a pop icon.
Yeah, I can still throw in a break.
Because you are a disgusting fat body, Private Kyle.
Sam, I'm stupid. For
That's
real,
my
man.
theory.
What's your name,
you're-
fat body?
Why would you take the music off of your rock?
I know, right?
You're absolutely right, because with her doing the fishnets, showing that awful ass, that
Whale
means
nets.
this is well planned.
Open your mouth. You're paying for it. You eat it.
Best sound clips ever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you little maggot. You make me want to vomit.
Yeah, she was born that way.
Oh, yeah.
What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke? Sick joke? Well, oh shit.
What's your name, fat body? Please hit that one again.
What's your name, fat body?
Fat body.
What a great question to ask someone. Oh, wow, her dumper's a little big there.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
I'd still
cute,
put it
yeah.
over my face and fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing it on purpose.
I think she is.
She
I'm
was
with
in
Sam.
ridiculous shape when this album came out.
A
You
mere,
can't
what,
do that
month
by
ago?
mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
You think she just kind of maybe lost track of calories? And
No, it's
No.
time to make another dumb fake statement
She's far too
that everyone will buy
calculated.
into.
And then she's going to get liposuction and then have the fat they sucked out of her made into a suit. That she's gonna wear the next day, you know what I mean?
Wear her own fat suit. Fantastic.
A drink for the little monsters.
She's gonna tuck it into limited edition albums.
Yeah.
A little bit of body fat.
Yeah.
I'm glad the college kid's doing all right. Kid's walking on the street in the financial district. He gets knocked out by a fucking mattress.
What? Somebody threw a mattress out of the window?
No, man. I guess the wind. You know, we've had a lot of high winds. He's just minding his own fucking business. Next thing you know, he's out cold on the sidewalk because a mattress from the roof hit him.
Oops.
Like a mattress on the roof of a building got blown off the roof.
Yeah, look, college student knocked out by falling mattress.
Holy shit!
Lucky it wasn't a safe.
And then they added insult to injury. They put him on the mattress when he was knocked out.
Get him comfortable.
That's convenient.
Hey, we need to get him. Oh, wait, we could use the mattress. Yeah, so that happened too.
Only in New York, kids. Only in New York.
He's only been in New York for 3 weeks, by the way. Like, he just moved here. You know what I mean? So,
nice.
Yeah.
When they lay him on the mattress, it was probably put on the roof because it had bed bugs.
Yeah, it came from the Hotel Carter.
Wow, that was a good break. That was creepy.
I can't believe that was this show. Doesn't that seem like fucking 3 shows ago?
Yes. I can't believe how neatly you just wrapped up this entire thing.
That's how it works, right?
You guys are amazing.
That means we got to go.
Circle. It came full circle.
No, you got 5 minutes.
No, if it doesn't get any better than that, then, we wrap up, Sam.
Yeah.
Plus,
That's what radio...
You took an extra break, so...
Ugh. You're that guy now? What happened to you? Just keeping track of our breaks now.
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
I want to make sure that people
You
get their
shit from us.
Opie and Anthony Phil.
They got it.
Yeah.
Jesse, where are you going to be, brother?
Nut Street. I'll be at Shit Stains in Tampa.
Shit Stains.
That was Geraldo and I used to call it, like, we used to call every club Shit Stains.
Shit
just 'cause that was
Stains,
always funny.
yeah.
And then one time, we had the same manager, and then one time, like, he did a newspaper interview, and my manager told me the story that the interviewer called my manager to follow up and go like, I've been looking everywhere online for an address for Shit Stains in Tampa, and I can't find it.
No.
Those dummies.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
So Jesse's at the weekend, this weekend, Nut Street Comedy Room in Wilmington, and he's Jesse Joyce, Jesse Joyce, one word on Twitter, and Nut Street, Nut has 2 T's in it, .com for tickets. And I'll be in Columbus at the Funny Bone tomorrow, 2 shows, Saturday 3. And do I have one more I want to plug?
We didn't talk about the Peter Jackson angle with the West Memphis 3, right? He's doing that movie.
Right.
I think it's called West of Memphis or something like
That's
that.
a documentary with Damien.
Which one is Peter Jackson doing?
I'm going to guess that one because there's a picture of Damien and Peter Jackson in New Zealand in his book.
And they're basically saying, it's Peter Jackson's goal to make sure this guy doesn't get elected to Congress. The Arkansas prosecutor.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, the judge is now a senator, the original Judge Burnett.
Senator. Mm-hmm.
And they said that there's some stuff about Terry
It is west
Hobbs.
of Memphis.
Yeah, that's the one with, I think that Damien, him and Jason, they said the movie was called Devil's Knot or something. That was the movie that Damien didn't like some of the dialogue or whatever.
How awful is it that they accuse you of being a fucking Satan-worshipping murderer and your name's Damien?
Yeah.
Like, that really
And he changed it to Damien.
Didn't bode well.
I believe he changed it before all this happened.
Yeah, beforehand. It's like, maybe you should change that.
But it was
back.
because of a saint. There was a saint, and they asked him on the stand, was it had anything to do with any movies, right? Like his own attorney was asking him that. And he goes, no, nothing. It was a saint.
Because I don't think there's any references to Damien being evil prior to The Omen coming out, which he was alive when that came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's after the fact.
Wow. So, Peter Jackson is all about it. Trying to fuck up this guy's, election bid there, so... And then Lindsay Lohan ran over somebody. But
no, she tapped someone's kneecap with her rear bumper and then just drove away. And they're like, Lindsay Lohan involved in a hit and run.
And she probably didn't even know she hit them.
Yeah, she probably did know.
Right, she's a cunt.
She is a cunt. I'm not defending her, but I'm just saying how the press loves sensationalizing shit when, the way they have it worded, you think she just plowed down somebody in a crosswalk and kept going with a beer out the window. You know,
I'd love
waving.
to put cum in her. Like if she let me fuck her once and said pull out, I would just grab her ass cheeks.
Would you just
and fucking dig my nails in and cum in her
as she's trying to kick away from you? Because she knows you're coming in her, and
Make
you're
her
like,
keep it.
Fucking keep her.
And I would whisper
keep
to her,
my seed.
"Gonna fatten you up.
Oh God! Yeah.
Gonna plump you up like a turkey." Fucking.
That's beautiful, Jim.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, fatten
You're
you
a
up on
poet.
a load.
He's a romantic.
He really is a poet.
October 19th, Sunset Station in Henderson, Nevada, and then Thursday through Saturday, October 25 to 27, I'm in Philly, Helium Comedy Club.
Good spot in Philly.
Yeah, I hear it's great, so let's hope people come out and get up.
Yeah.
Support the kid.
Jesse Joyce, good first appearance, bro.
Hey, thanks, guys.
We'll have you
That
back.
was fun.
Ah, cool.
That would be a
I had
good
a great
fucking fifth appearance. I
Jimmy?
think. That was a good. That would be a good eighth appearance. Too.
Hey,
There you go.
Gotta
That's
tell you.
kind of you. That's very kind.
Jimmy, have fun in Columbus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
See you
Jimmy.
next week.
I'll be here Monday.
I think we got Burr coming in tomorrow. David Tell, DeRosa.
Oh, is Dave here tomorrow, too?
Look at all the guys that have to fucking replace you, Jimmy.
Right?
Look at that.
And any one of them. No, it's everybody clamors just to get in when I'm not going to be here because they want this seat.
They probably do. Yeah.
They tap it knowingly. This seat.
Oh my God. Roland, what do you got? We'll do it live today. What do you got?
Hey-oh.
I'm not gonna
pitch?
fucking listen to your pitches.
What's the pitch?
I'm out of here.
I got 3 of them.
Wow.
All right.
Dennis Haysbert.
Who's that?
Who's that?
From the president from 24, Major League.
The
Yawn.
Allstate commercial guy.
Oh,
The big black
really?
dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say maybe on him. We'll take a look at some of his stuff.
Yawn.
Yeah, we'll look at his commercials.
Yeah.
That means yes.
And decide.
Who else?
Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
Does those bank commercials now. He's competing with Regis with the bank commercials.
He's a legend, though.
Frank
Yeah,
Costanza.
I
Come
like
on.
Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
And Christopher Lloyd.
Of course. Who's he?
Stop. Of course.
Yeah.
So,
Doc Brown.
So I
Dr.
say
Emmett Brown.
a hat trick of yeses.
No, there's 2 yeses and a me.
Yeah, don't you fucking look at
Well,
Roland.
see, you make me do live pitches, so I just.
Roland's like, yeah, let's
That's
just
true.
say yes to
How was
everybody.
Louis C.K. last night?
He was good. It was just working out his material.
Yeah, he was working on some shit for the what?
For October, he sold out for his.
Where's he playing?
A city center.
Must be nice to pack a place when you're just working out some new material.
Oh, dude, when I was out
He
in
had
LA
2
like
shows.
2 weeks ago, they announced he did a show at the Comedy Store. The tickets sold out in 15 minutes.
He's
Like people waited
huge.
in line for hours.
He's fucking huge.
Yeah.
He's
now.
the biggest in the country.
Like-
Kevin Hart's behind. I don't. Kevin's pretty big too, but Louis is probably the hottest
He's
comic in the
fucking
country.
huge
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
good for
Remember
fucking
that?
Louis.
We saw the entire process with,
Of course
with
we did,
Louis.
sure.
From just fucking Louis he'd pop shit up on the web.
Right.
Yeah, I got this web. Remember he used to come in with his computer all the
Yeah.
time and show us new shit that he had filmed? Yeah, check this out.
Little
It's like-
scenes that ended up becoming the show. Obviously,
Good
Always had the
promotionals.
talent, but like, to watch it fucking just explode like that.
Yeah.
Good for fucking Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he walks into the pool
Yeah, walks
Oh,
in
right,
the
I
pool.
forgot about
yeah.
that.
and he talks to the priest. They're all promotions for Louis. They were such smart promotions.
Yes,
forgot about that.
absolutely. Yeah, he
All right.
used all those to pitch.
Yep.
Fucking brilliant motherfucker.
Really great.
Basically, we're saying we're really jealous, Jesse. Read between the lines.
You don't got, he's a comic. You don't got to tell him
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I know, right?
All
Perfect,
comics.
yeah.
You know.
So-
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
it's great. I'm very happy for him,
I am
motherfucker.
thrilled about his
Fucking
success.
asshole.
All comics really respect Louis and kind of also want a fucking an oil truck to fucking plow into him.
All right.
See you guys.
It's a
I'll
comic
see you
way.
guys Monday.
All right. Later.
Yes,
Have a
yes,
good-
yes.
You heard about it. You've waited 4 long hours for it. Finally, the moment is at hand. After Opie and Anthony Live is coming up next.